Hey, a person I'm barely acquainted with, I would just like to tell you that I am sexually interested in middle school aged girls. Girls from the age range of about 11 to 13 or 14. That's my preferred fuck range when it comes to girls. That's just how I roll, that's how I am. I'm looking at 2-year-olds getting fisted. Both are illegal, both are wrong. Hey, you know what I think is fun? Murder! I enjoy murdering people. It gives me a big fucking erection. I have one right now because I'm thinking about killing people. Big Daddy, I got a Catholic schoolgirl outfit in my closet at home. Let's go back to my place. Big $5 foot-long, entering that preteen pussy. Eat fresh, young pussy. Want to end childhood obesity. Want them to be skinny, right? Yeah, you know, you don't want no porky 12-year-old girl. You want a nice, thin 12-year-old girl. Oh, hey, baby, eat this $5 footlong. I'm talking to little kids here. You got to spell it out for them, you know?
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's who the warning has to go out to, you know? And I eat Subway fucking sandwiches.
You are about to experience the Drunken Peasants podcast, the greatest podcast in human history. Please recognize that this podcast is designed to be amusing and entertaining, and thus we engage in satirical comments, exaggerations, and even dirty jokes. If you are offended by such things, please go away and die. If you enjoy this podcast, we ask that you help to support its existence by contributing to our Patreon at patreon.com/DP. Contributors get regular access to monthly private shows, special commentaries, Google Hangouts with the peasants, and more. If you don't want to do that, you can also support the show by visiting audibletrial.com/Drunken Peasants to get a free audiobook and access to over 150,000 audiobook titles, including great selections on science and skepticism. And if you shop on Amazon.com, we strongly urge you to use one of the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of our videos. You can help support the show simply by using our link to buy things you were going to buy anyway. Now that we've got all that shit out of the way, sit back and enjoy the show.
From the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Fuck it! Hey, man. You got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
What the fuck you talking about, atheist? It's okay.
You're nothing, TJ. You're garbage.
I just want to be light.
You're garbage,
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
I got no snare in my headphones.
Yo, no snare.
So you like...
Yeah.
You know what I was watching earlier?
What?
The No Bullshit podcast.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I was watching the No Bullshit podcast.
Oh, we found that the
Is your mic on?
Is it?
TJ, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's on.
Okay.
Never mind.
Yeah, the No Bullshit podcast. Really quick, welcome everyone to Drunken Peasants, episode 191. You know, it's funny that you bring that up because it's been almost 2 years since the No Bullshit podcast.
That's true.
It's crazy.
It was funny. Our old tagline was covering the news and events important to you. It's like, oh God, we sound like it'd be like CNN or something.
We were way more serious about it at first.
You know, I thought maybe we were, but I went back and listened, and really, it was kind of pretty much the same.
It started more serious.
I mean, it kind of sounded like Ben was trying to be more serious, but I was instantly.
It's impossible to It's impossible to maintain seriousness when you're sitting next to you for 2 hours.
I know, right?
We discovered the blonde Fox News anchor joke.
Yeah, that's like one of the
premiered
first,
in that episode.
That's one of the first jokes we make is the blonde Fox.
Also
Fox
Pan.
Anchor. And Pan
Like, that reference comes from, like, the first few minutes of the very first episode before we were even called the Drunken Peasants.
Wow.
Bringing back Pan. Pan! Randomly.
Pan.
Yeah.
Look, Scotty's perfectly positioned in the very side of his camera.
And you know, another thing is, I realized that Scotty, when we first had him on, we just announced him as a guest.
The perpetual guest.
He's just a guest that's like way overstaying his welcome.
I was reminded that by reading the DP Wiki. So I would say today's DP Wiki page of the day would be Scotty's page on the DP Wiki.
Go learn more about the enigmatic Scotty Kaiser of the... I don't even know what he's Kaiser of, actually.
I don't know. They just call him Kaiser Scotty for some reason.
They need to decide what he's the Kaiser of. Maybe it says on the wiki.
TJ, do you know why the Fallout games are my favorite series of games?
Oh, God.
Why, Scotty?
The U.S. annexes Canada in it.
That is...
Does that really happen?
Yes.
That's funny.
It does.
Coming up on the show, we have some articles we're going to read, and we're going to open some more mail that's been sent to us.
Because apparently you guys love that
shit.
Mail!
Oh my fucking god!
Mail from fucking Canada. Actually, the opposite. I think it was like one's from BC and one's from New Brunswick.
Yes.
So the opposite ends of Canada. That large ass fucking shithole.
Mm-hmm. Dinosaur shirts.
Almost gone. 2 hours left.
Yeah, 2 hours. Okay, obviously we're gonna sell more later, but if you want your Dino shirt, as soon as possible.
We have sold 609
You have 2 hours.
Dinosaur shirts.
Just the white one.
With the white one. 156 of the dark.
Almost 800 Dino shirts sold.
I know. What the fuck?
Do you realize that means that someone over at fucking Teespring or whatever service we use is going to be
making hundreds of these
and like looking at them like, why are we making so many of this? Like,
we
sold 800 of
them.
Dude,
it's worth it just for that.
Like, what the fuck?
It is worth it just for that reason.
Do we sell them to like an autism convention?
Dinar! I love you, Dinar!
I know not all autistic people are fucking stupid.
Yeah, I know.
We know.
Sure.
We know.
We have fans that are autistic.
High-functioning and intelligent people. Politically correct bullshit.
We're idiots. We're just stereotyping them. Come on.
We're the real retards. We have DP-itis.
All right, so moving... link in the description, by the way, if you want the shirt.
One more thing about that.
Here's another thing. And this kind of ties into another thing we probably want to promote anyway. At the Drunken Peasants fan meetup taking place in Los Angeles on January 15th, 2016 at the V Lounge in Santa Monica, California from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Of course, that's California time.
We've reserved the club just for us and our fans.
Yes, no one else will be there. It will be an entirely exclusive Drunken Peasants fucking event.
Party, basically.
Yeah, it's just going to be a party. We're going to do a big Q&A panel and like some live segments.
Story time with Paul.
Yeah, that's
may do some crazy people, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because there's supposed to be a screen projector there.
Yeah, there's projectors all over the place. And it's going to be fucking awesome, probably. I mean, I can't see the future, but I predict awesomeness. But getting back to the Dino shirt, though.
Okay.
We are going to give away... How many shirts did you get, Scotty?
I think like 7.
We got 7 Dino shirts.
Holy shit!
And we're going to sign them. All of them. And maybe if we have time, we'll try to get Jim Ass to sign them, too. And you can have the fucking Dino shirt signed by the peasants and maybe Jim Ass. We'll see.
Yeah, there's a good chance of that happening.
Yeah, we could probably make that work. So... we're going to fucking do that shit. We're just going to give them away. You guys form a fucking crowd. We're just going to toss the shirts in there.
No, you have to fight to the death for the shirts.
And, if they want to fight to the death.
Look, I mean, it looks like there's going to be some sort of crowd. Obviously, we don't know how accurate this is, but we have 122 people confirmed and then 98 interested.
Way too low. If you're not there, you're not even a true fan. You might as well just fucking hang yourself in your closet.
Yeah, these are the true fans right here.
David fucking Carradine style.
And we apologize to anyone who wanted to come and they don't meet the age requirements. That's not our fault.
It's not up to us.
We don't make the stupid laws of this country.
Blame the federal fucking government of the United States.
If it was up to me, I'd be fucking giving toddlers whiskey. I don't give a shit.
Well, that video that they played in the front kind of elucidated
exactly.
that.
I mean, if the drinking age was 16, we'd let 16-year-olds come,
Sure.
I think it was, it's 18 in the UK. So, I mean, it's different in different countries. They have different gauges for morality for some reason, and then they legislate them.
Was it, Scotty, was it you or me that passed a joint to someone and then someone else was like, that kid's like 15?
That was me.
That was you?
Yeah.
And you were just like, I don't give a fuck, bitch.
That's exactly what I said. I was like, actually, I said that was good and he should smoke more of it.
We're a corrupting influence on the youth of Amsterdam. It's pretty sad. All right. Moving on, what do we got?
Do you want to do some articles first before we get into the videos?
It's kind of traditional to do troll or not.
Okay, we will do that.
We can go from troll or not a troll to the articles. Yeah,
I see.
What are you feeling, TJ?
I'm feeling like it's gonna be a troll tonight.
How the fuck do you even know?
I got a fucking feeling, man.
More than a feeling,
More
man.
than a feeling.
No, it's not more than a feeling. It's a feeling.
Mine's more than a feeling.
You go with your gut, TJ.
I'm the decider.
You go with your gut.
Not a troll.
Troll.
Not
troll.
I'm not feeling it, Jay. Not a troll.
Oh my god, this is such a troll.
Here we go.
Hey guys, today I want to talk about sex and how it relates to kids. So, sort of the general idea in society is that sex plus kids is really bad. Basically, the idea is that kids can't handle sex and that any sort of sexual contact involving kids, and especially if it is an adult with a kid, then it's really traumatizing and just abusive to the kid.
Well, you're a woman, so you don't even have to worry about it.
In the world.
It's been shown time and time again that, like, in America, if you're a woman that goes around molesting kids, like, the worst you're going to get is, like, well...
No, that's not true. They have been incarcerated.
Little fucker probably liked it.
Well, no. If you're talking about, like, 5 or 6-year-olds, they're going to go to jail. But if you're talking about, like 16-year-olds, 15-year-olds,
there
whatever...
was a case in the UK recently where...
That's the UK.
Yeah, that's the UK.
Well, whatever. I mean, we have plenty of people listening from the UK.
Well, fuck them.
Well,
there's a case recently in the UK where a woman molested, like, an 11-year-old, and then the boy's parents even came on the stand and, like, he liked it, man. It was cool. And the UK is like, yep, we are okay.
Sounds like
with
some
this.
like fucking just total nonsense, SJW nonsense. He's a male. He can't be a victim. It's impossible.
Anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, those female teachers that hook up with their male students, most of them went to jail. Even the ones that were like very attractive and people were like, oh, I wish my teacher would have been like that. They still were punished for it.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit, but even
they went to jail.
Even those that were punished, though, like, they were given, like, oh, well, you're going to jail for 2 years or 3 years or something. If it had been a male teacher, fucking, like, some female students.
Yeah, 15 years.
Yeah, like 15 years hard time in Sing Sing or whatever. I'm going back to...
You're going to Alcatraz.
Think about it. Sex is a really positive thing. Sex is a way to show affection to someone, to show how much you love them. It's a way.
She's got a very masculine chin.
It is something to do for fun and pleasure.
Not saying she's
and
trans,
just. So why is
okay, so this woman seems.
So she's just basically saying, like, it's
sex.
Okay.
Sex is for children.
It's okay to.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I don't really sense any.
You think she's?
I don't really sense any
not
trolling.
A troll.
I say not a troll. I don't really.
Not a fucking troll.
I don't get any sense from her of like I am trolling now.
Sex suddenly such a terrible thing when it comes to
maybe
kids.
she'll say something
I think
later.
a lot of times people
give it just a
put
few
too
more
much
minutes,
emphasis on sex
or
and
another
it's a much
minute.
bigger deal than it actually is, and then the idea is that kids can't handle it because it has so much greater meaning, and it's just this thing that's way up there that's so serious and requires maturity and a whole bunch of stuff that kids just.
Why is it so serious, guys?
And in some ways, that's sort of accurate. I mean, there is a level of responsibility that comes from certain kinds of sex, particularly kinds that can potentially result in a baby.
I don't know if you're responsible enough to own a dog yet, little Billy, but I guess you are old enough to take the pipe. All right, come over here, you little scamp.
Oh, yeah, then she said even involving a baby. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Like, she just said
I don't know.
I didn't even hear that.
I don't know.
I mean, she's saying it all. She's saying it all so seriously.
But she could still be trolling.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's part of the troll. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
I'm sure that people probably out there already know, like, oh, it's this bitch.
No one has said that yet.
She's not a troll or whatever.
No, I don't think this is some viral one or anything.
No, someone just sent this to me. From YouTube.
I would say the wonders of YouTube.
I would say not a troll.
Not a troll?
I'm saying not a troll.
I'm going to say troll because I just really hope it's a troll.
Me too. So I'm going to say troll just because I want it to be a troll. because otherwise this.
So you're gonna vote
hopefully
based
this
on
woman
emotion.
doesn't. Hopefully this woman doesn't live near a school or anything like that.
Yeah, no lie.
I mean, it's one thing to joke around about it, but I mean, she seemed pretty serious. Hopefully she's trolling and just trying to get hate views, you know.
Well, she just got some.
Yeah? Yeah. Let's see. Getting into the news. Or actually, no. Before we do the news videos, we're going to do these fucking articles, because why not?
Yeah. Articles. Oh, yeah. And you just reminded me, and you had put it back on the thing.
I already closed it.
That. Yeah, I know, but it's down there if you guys want to RSVP to the meetup.
Yes.
So please let us know if you are planning.
I don't know if you want to read this one. This is kind of sports related, but a wrestler is alleging that this UFC fight was staged.
Ronda Rousey versus Holly Holm fight was fixed, alleges former WWE star Taz.
I mean, he was probably watching it like, look, they did it just like we were wrestling.
I kind of feel like, it's kind of like when, engineers for 9/11 Truth or something, or
basically
people who point at the strings and the moon landing and shit like that.
Basically, anyone who's not aware of this, Ronda Rousey, UFC champion, everyone thought she was unstoppable. They put her up against Holly Holm, someone who is a lot older than her. They had a match. Holly Holm outboxed her and then kicked her in the head and beat her.
Yep.
No one thought it would happen. Joe Rogan, one of the main UFC analysts, didn't even think the fight should have happened. And then he called it the biggest upset of all time.
Former WWE superstar Taz is well versed in the area of predetermined outcomes, and the human suplex machine shared his belief Monday that both Ronda Rousey and Holly Holm are as well on the heels of their UFC 193 bout. Holm knocked out Rousey to win the UFC Bantamweight Championship this past Saturday, but according to Brian Altman of CBS Local Sports, Taz revealed on a CBS Radio's The Taz Show, Body Slams and Beyond, his feelings that Rousey's defeat was a calculated move due to her upcoming hiatus.
And this is a quote.
This is what Taz said. Why are some people not seeing this? This has been done in the wrestling industry for years. A guy or girl is going to take a break or go away and has an injury they have to tend to, whatever the reasons are, and they're champion. You take the championship off them. You do not want your champion sitting home or making a movie, Roadhouse 2, or whatever Ronda Rousey is going to do, or just needs a personal break, which she's earned. The girl's earned it, but you don't want that person sitting home for 5, 6, 7 months with that championship. It's bad for business. Take the belt off her.
So he's looking at UFC as if it's a work, basically, is what he's saying.
Yeah, I mean,
it looks pretty real to me.
Right, if he had some...
Yeah, what's his evidence beyond, the business outlook of it?
Right, I mean, just saying, oh, this is kind of fortuitous for them because she was about to take a hiatus anyway. I mean, maybe that is true that it's fortuitous, but I don't really think that hints at a conspiracy unless he has some sort of evidence he can tell by looking at some of the blows that they're fake or something.
Okay, no one is going to let someone just kick them in the head. And, I mean, I saw the kick to the head in slow motion, and you can see her fucking skin ripple from, the force of getting kicked in the head, and then her whole fucking body just go totally limp and hit the ground, as hard as you possibly could without even trying to cushion the blow. There's no way.
Yeah, plus if it was a work, why would Ronda Rousey let herself be beaten by someone that no one even thought was a competitor? Wouldn't she want to be taken out by someone who's perceived as on top of the game?
Right. And some people didn't even think Holly Holm deserved to have a title shot at this point in her career.
This is just fucking Taz hunting for some
I know.
publicity.
I like Taz, but I think he's an idiot here.
Yeah, this is kind of silly.
He's just fishing for fucking views. But hey, I understand why he's doing it, but that's clearly what this is.
All right, we'll move on. Here's an interesting one.
Pirates give Quentin Tarantino an apology and 2 thumbs up. The people who uploaded Quentin Tarantino's latest movie to the internet are now having a serious case of pirates' remorse. Online piracy group Hive CM8 issued a long, rambling statement Wednesday morning. It apologized for uploading The Hateful Eight to the internet and even gave the film a good review. We feel sorry for the trouble we caused by releasing that great movie before Cinedate even has begun. The group said in a Reddit post, "We never intended to hurt anyone by doing that. We didn't know it would get that popular that quickly. The Hateful Eight debuted in theaters on Christmas, but Hive CM8 managed to release the movie to the internet on December 21st. Pirated movies are incredibly common, blah, 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 blah." So what is the source of this remorse? Why did
I don't know.
Yeah, like I would hope they would explain that.
Were they just trying to share it with a small group of people and then it just leaked?
No.
Okay, here's what it says. "We wanted to share this movie with the people who are not rich enough or not able to watch all nominated movies in the cinema," the pirate group said. Though it now regrets its actions, Hive CM8 said the controversy might have actually generated buzz for the movie, generating more ticket sales than it would have otherwise received. Probably not.
So they're trying to be like Robin Hood, basically.
The group said the movie is excellent, thrilling, and entertaining, and a top candidate for the awards. Okay, so they pirated the movie, and then someone got butthurt, and now they're saying they're sorry they pirated the movie, and it's great.
Yeah.
So see it in theaters.
It's interesting that that's news, like what copyright pirates are doing online. That's news.
They got a case of pirate's remorse.
Yeah.
Is this just an ad for the Hateful Eight, basically? Just write a fucking article about our movie. We don't care what you got to do to make it happen.
Here's a clip from CNN. It's the Inside Politics political forecast. I thought we could just listen to this and comment.
Do it.
Let's head one last time this year around the Inside Politics table. Ask our great reporters to give you a sneak peek at stories that will be big news in the new year.
Why do all male reporters have the same hair?
The interesting thing to watch in the new year is...
Well, with CNN, most of them are about the same age, and they do the whole, silver hair kind of thing.
Yeah, is that what... Did they think that's like the key to Anderson Cooper's success?
Anderson Cooper, Wolf Blitzer, and this dude, they all do it.
They have
all
fucking
the same
silver
hair.
hair.
Yeah.
You trust him. I trust him. Look, if he had blonde hair or brown hair or black hair, I wouldn't trust him.
That's not natural, though. That's definitely highlights and shit. You can tell.
Our hair is like super gray.
It's
got like
silver. Most normal candidates are hunkering down in their state, whether that's Iowa, whether that's New Hampshire. Not Donald Trump. This week he is going to Iowa, he's going to New Hampshire, he's going to South Carolina, and he's going to Mississippi, which does not vote until March 8th. Now, this is a smart strategy in that it does not pin him down to a must-win state. But if you are one of these retail politics voters in Iowa and New Hampshire, the guys who like the retail stops, who like the bus tours, and Donald Trump isn't doing that, could that be the death knell for him? Now, 5 weeks out, maybe he'll add a bus tour, but so far, this is not the kind of candidate and not the kind of campaign manager who likes to get on a bus and trek around Iowa.
Okay.
Can you really blame him? It's Iowa.
Yeah. And cornfields. That's what you get there.
I don't understand how we're supposed to possibly take these people's opinions on Donald Trump seriously. Like, okay, yeah, at first, every single person thought he was a fucking joke. But it became pretty clear after just a few weeks, we're not going to see the sudden collapse of Trump's fucking candidacy. It's just not going to happen. That doesn't seem to be the writing on the wall. But these fucking pundits, they keep trying to push this
Trump is a joke.
Is this when Trump's going to fall? Is this when Trump's going to fall? Is this when Trump's going to fall? No. He's just going to continue being popular. That's what's going to happen.
I'm so sick of I've seen so many articles, and it's like, can Trump just step down now? Can Trump just realize he's a joke now? It's like, he is apparently not a fucking joke. He has a lot of fucking support.
I mean, he may be a joke to you and me, but...
Not to the fucking people voting in his party.
In terms of his chances of becoming president, I don't think he's a joke.
Tried to rewrite the rules in 2015. Why not keep it going in 2016? Dan?
We've spent so much time talking and chasing candidates in 2015, but the dogs that haven't barked are the super PACs. The super PACs were the big entities that we thought were going to play a significant role in this campaign. So far, they've played no role of any significance. They've spent collectively tens and tens of millions of dollars to no effect, and you could argue that they have hurt the candidates that the super PACs have been spending on behalf of. We'll have one more test
that's because
early this year.
It's pretty successfully been turned into a dirty word. No one wants to fucking be associated with super PACs. The only fucking candidate that has a chance right now that's like getting their cock sucked by the super PACs is Hillary and maybe Ted Cruz.
Hillary.
But, you know, those people aren't the front runners. I mean, well, Hillary is the front runner.
Yeah, she is.
But, you know, that has nothing to do with her super PACs. That just has to do with the fact that she's Hillary.
She has name recognition, and I mean, she has money of her own too.
But everyone's fucking heard of her in
She
America.
has a famous vagina.
Yep.
As we get closer to Iowa and New Hampshire, as these super PACs
9/11
unload what they've got, they haven't done much negative advertising at this point.
I was a woman
We'll see
on
what happens
9/11.
on that. But it's a fascinating story because they have been so talked about, and yet they've been so insignificant.
Only the local.
Yeah,
TV
it's kind of interesting that, you know, the second place guy in the Democrat Party won't take money from super PACs at all. Donald Trump doesn't really take money from super PACs because he's like, no one's buying me. I'm just going to do my own fucking thing. I'm already rich. What the fuck do I care? It's pretty interesting. You know, I would say...
But will they have more of an impact once the actual election, the general election
I
moves
mean,
forward?
you know, who knows, though? I mean, just because the super PACs didn't have a big impact this election cycle doesn't mean they won't the next.
It really seems like they don't... I mean, as a super PAC, when you think about it, does it really matter, you know, in a sense? Like, because the Republicans are all pretty much the same. Like, they try to, you know, show themselves as different, but they're all pretty much the fucking same. And everyone knows Hillary's going to get the Democratic nomination. Where's the incentive to spend the money?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Bernie Sanders supporters have been spending a lot of money, but that's because they actually those are just normal people that want him elected. But super PACs, there's really no point. I mean, Hillary has a comfortable fucking lead.
The one thing that might happen though is that a lot of the Hillary people might just take it for granted that Hillary is going to be the nominee because the Bernie people are way more fucking motivated.
True.
I feel like maybe she won't do as well as they think.
Bernie is kind of blowing it in the debates, and that's why he's falling. I don't know. He should change his debate strategy if he wants to stand a chance against Hillary.
Hillary.
Station's benefiting so far from.
I don't know. I felt like this whole DNC thing has kind of helped him though, because I think people see him as like, oh look, the establishment's trying to shut him down, and he basically got them to
Has
relent.
his poll numbers gone up since that happened?
Yeah. I mean, I think they've pretty much stayed stable. I don't really think they've seen much movement either direction.
Don't forget about Congress in
Let me
2016.
just check on that.
At the end of the year, Paul Ryan, the new Republican Speaker, pushed through this big omnibus bill.
Paul Ryan is third in line to be fucking president. It's crazy shit. He was running for second in line, settled for third in line.
All he has to do now is kill Obama and Biden.
Yep.
And he's prez.
Kind of got overshadowed in the political conversation because of so much of the 2016 presidential campaign. But there is outrage among conservatives that Paul Ryan couldn't cut a better deal in that end-of-the-year spending deal. I talked to a couple of the more conservative members, the guys in the so-called Freedom Caucus, after the deal went down. There's growing outrage on talk radio and on the conservative blogs, and they all the conservatives are saying... If
Okay, none of these fucking conservatives are ever going to get what they want, because basically they're not satisfied unless an unopposed and unchanged Republican Party agenda is passed. And if it's anything less than that, if there's even like a trace of compromise, they're like, fuck that shit. Paul Ryan betrayed us. It's like you realize there has to be some compromise for it to even realistically get passed, right?
I already miss John Boner just because of his name. Paul Ryan, that's so fucking boring. I want Speaker Boner.
That sounds like a generic action hero.
Speaker Boner, man. He fucking cried over spilled milk all the time.
Yeah, that super tanned, overlong Oompa Loompa fucking crying like a bitch every time someone
He was
waved
more
a flag.
memorable.
Yes.
That guy was...
Oh, and most of the
Flirting his
polls
speech.
have Hillary up by about 14 points, DJ.
Wow. I mean, it's still not over, but he's got to win... He's got to win like Iowa or New Hampshire.
He stands a pretty good chance of winning New Hampshire.
If that happens, he will gain traction from it. But if someone else could win Iowa aside from Hillary, but Bernie's the only one.
There's no one else.
Yeah, I know.
O'Malley ain't winning shit.
And the big one is Super Tuesday. That's when a whole bunch of really big states do their primaries, and that's when we'll know for sure. Pretty much who's going to get
I really
it.
wish O'Malley would just drop the fuck out, but he won't.
Where do you think the small percentage of O'Malley voters would go?
It's not. I mean, it's not super small. It's about 7%. I think they would mostly.
Well, that would definitely help.
I think they would mostly go to Bernie, honestly, because I think the only reason you'd support O'Malley over Hillary, I mean, they're pretty much both establishment Democrats. The only reason you would pick him over her is if you just didn't like her. So I would say most of them will probably go to Bernie because they just don't like Hillary. But we'll see.
I see.
He might not even ever drop out.
Deliver some victories early in 2016. He is going to start to face the same dynamic that John Boehner faced during his short-lived reign as Speaker. So watch the House and see if Paul Ryan can navigate that any better than his predecessor.
God.
Happy holidays.
Give us back the boner. # bring back the boner.
My country boner.
Paul Ryan sucks.
Yeah, he does.
I'm Paul Ryan. I'm like,
John Boehner's way
what
better.
distinguishing feature does Paul Ryan have?
He's so fucking bland, it's unbelievable.
He just looks like kind of, he looks vaguely weaselly and pretty bland.
I kept forgetting his name when he was running for vice president.
They love him because he really wants to like just cut all like the you know, the social, like he basically wants to cut Medicaid and Medicare. He wants to make it do like a like basically a, he wants to give people like blocks of money, like almost like a grant, like you like $5,000 a year to buy private insurance.
That's, you know, that's why Obama got a second term. The Republicans chose the two blandest motherfuckers in the world to run against him, Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan. It's like, who the fuck would want to vote for those guys?
Millions of people, sadly.
Like, really,
I mean, sure.
Really uptight white people.
They still lost pretty bad in that election.
Oh, yeah.
Well, of course they did. Look at them.
I know. That's my point.
They had Mitt Romney on camera basically saying, you know, half the country, fuck them.
Yep.
Fuck off.
Honeymoon over?
That is exactly what one of them said. Raul Labrador, the founder of the Freedom Caucus, said the honeymoon is over.
Ouch. We'll watch that one, MJ.
Very crucial to watch in the coming weeks are the early state endorsements. Folks like Joni Ernst, Lindsey Graham, now Kelly Ayotte, Nikki Haley, they have not actually endorsed a candidate yet. And so in the coming weeks, if a candidate is able to pick up some of those endorsements, especially you know, more than 1, 2, or 3 of them, then that could very much be helpful. If anyone is in a position to pick up the majority of them, that's probably Marco Rubio. Tim Scott has done everything but
I think most of
endorse
the
Marco
endorsements
Rubio,
are worthless.
so maybe.
How dare you interrupt a woman of color? You are sick.
Yeah?
Asian reporter Trisha Takanawa.
Ben, that is offensive to the Asian-y people.
To Family Guy.
Yeah. Seth MacFarlane might sue.
Tim Scott will end up being the first domino to fall.
Keep an eye on that. Not on the ballot, but they could help somebody on the ballot. I'll close with this. Nearly all of the Republican candidates plan New Hampshire stops between Christmas and New Year's. That's a week that in years past has been relatively quiet in New Hampshire as candidates break for the holidays or maybe focus more on Iowa. But the New Hampshire crowd this year,
you know, the great thing about these primaries is it causes you to temporarily focus your attention on places that you never think about.
It's so fucking weird because the only reason they do these, you know, the Iowa caucus and the New Hampshire primary there first is just tradition. There's no logical reason. Those states hardly matter overall. You know, they're not like Florida and Ohio and New York and like Texas, the big states where.
Yeah, but come on. I mean, there might not be a logical reason, but there's an emotional reason. Iowa and New Hampshire, they got to have something. I mean, come on. Give them the table scraps of, all right, every 4 years we'll pay attention to your little shithole state.
Yeah, Donald Trump will come with a fucking...
And the candidate will smile and wave, and you guys get to feel important. It'll be great.
It's the only time I've ever seen Donald Trump wear a fucking baseball cap.
Yeah, I'm Donald Trump.
Have you seen that?
No.
He landed a fucking helicopter at the Iowa State Fair. And he came out with like a red baseball cap on, probably so that the helicopter blades didn't blow his fucking hair around everywhere.
Make America great again, man. Just make it great.
It's going to be so great.
Well, in part, it's because of the widely held view that Ted Cruz looks pretty solid in Iowa, and his rivals are looking for a chance to win elsewhere. There's also a sense, we'll test this one, but a sense that if Donald Trump loses Iowa and his winning brand is called into question, there could be a big and sudden reshuffling in New Hampshire, where Trump now leads.
I'm by
Marco
winning.
Rubio's team, for all of the year-end buzz, knows its candidate currently is not leading anywhere and is hoping to somehow generate a dramatic New Hampshire surge. And take this one as you wish, but 2 veteran New Hampshire
Who do they
operatives
say is
working
trying to
for
do
other
this? Jeb Bush? Is that who they're talking about?
It's Carly Fiorina.
Carly Fiorina. Yeah, ain't no one voting for her.
Yeah, she's not going to win.
Campaigns say they're seeing signs as the year ends that it might be premature to write off Jeb Bush in the leadoff primary.
No, it's not.
Preseason's over. Time to play.
It's not premature to write off Jeb Bush.
Is Jeb Bush like still hanging around? You know, come on. Can you just go home now? Just go home, Jeb.
Yeah, you tried. You did your best. Your best wasn't good enough. Go away.
Your fucking retarded, older brother just beat you to it.
You
man.
didn't make the team, Jeb. Sorry, gotta cut you.
Have you guys been following this? You remember the little shit that claimed affluenza?
I remember. I did a video about him.
Okay. Well, I guess he ran away while he was on probation. Now he's in Mexico. I mean, what the fuck? He didn't have to go to prison. He killed people. And he's still, his mom is helping him flee the country.
Yeah, but Ben, you have
so
to
he can go on
realize
vacation.
He had a serious disease, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe you would be so ableist. It's disgusting. The
judge that gave him, hold on, the judge that let him off should be fired.
No, he suffers from a very serious mental illness known as affluenza. And what it is you're so rich that you have so much privilege that you don't know where the boundaries are, Ben. And he just didn't understand where the boundaries were in society.
I see.
You know, he is a victim of his circumstances.
He is innocent.
This poor kid.
Was he actually diagnosed by a mental health professional with affluenza?
I fucking guess, dude.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I don't
No, it's
here's
totally
a video.
made up.
Here's a video about that.
We just got this video in that I was telling you
I
about
mean,
earlier, so
how
let's
could
roll
they
it.
have
What you're looking at is
let him
video
go
from
on that
ABC
basis
News.
otherwise?
Ethan Couch and his
He
mother,
wasn't
they're walking
diagnosed
into a
with it.
butcher shop in Puerto
It's just-
Vallarta,
they made it
Mexico.
up for the trial.
Caught on
Pieces of
surveillance
shit.
video. Obviously, you see him there in a backwards baseball hat and his beard and mustache grown out. And this was 2 hours. This was 2 hours before the authorities in Mexico apprehended both the mother and Ethan Couch. As we look at this, Robbie, to you, I want.
They are so stupid. Oh my God.
It's the most cliche thing in the world. It's like, you're in trouble in America. Like, let me flee to Mexico. It's
No,
like,
you can still get caught.
well, it's stupid because most people, okay, like, presuming these people, they probably don't speak Spanish, so they're going to fucking stick out like sore thumbs.
Yep.
Like, they'd be better off going to, like, New York City or something and blending into a large fucking crowd and just, like, living like illegal immigrants and pay everything
Or, I mean,
cash.
if they're so fucking rich, why didn't they just go to, a country with no extradition to the U.S.?
Yeah, they should have went to, like, China or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, they could have just gone to a country with no extradition treaty and been like, yeah, we're free over here, and it's cool.
You also to listen
He was
to
free here.
one of the family members for
Yeah,
this
but he
victim
couldn't-
who was so
he couldn't go on his
severely
vacation,
injured
though,
in
Scotty.
the crash, reacting to the news that his maximum sentence could be 120 days only.
Well, I'm no judge, but he's had 4 chances without incarceration, and his recidivism has just continued. So the DA was originally asking for 20 years, and I've seen nothing that's happened so far that would make me change my mind that 20 years wasn't a warranted sentence.
So,
How dare you?
what
He
about the
suffers from
judge?
affluenza.
What about the judge that gave him this bullshit probation? What they said 4 times?
Yeah,
four times.
I mean,
and he's still not been to jail once. This is the.
Why does he get off? I would have been to jail that night.
Yes, you would have.
Oh yeah,
Ben. How much money do you have though, Ben?
He drove
You have
drunk
millions of
and
dollars?
killed people.
Yes, but do you have millions of dollars?
No.
That's why
There you go.
that's why your ass would go to jail and his ass has stayed out. And he really would have stayed out. I mean, even after this, he would have stayed out if he had just fucking like followed the fucking rules. But it's like, no, I can't follow them because I don't read. It's like, dude, how can you deserve the fucking 20 years? I mean, you have not learned anything.
Yeah, he's stupid as fuck.
Understand where the boundaries are.
It's like O.J. Simpson got away with murder and still found a way to end up back in prison.
Okay, he knows where the boundaries are. He just doesn't give a shit. It's so obvious. Like, he fled to Mexico.
But why doesn't he give a shit, Scotty? It's because he's so rich. It's distorted his view of the world.
I feel so sorry for him.
What we should really do, if the richness is the problem, I would say the cure is taking away all of his money, right? Like, just take
Give
away...
it to the victims.
Looking at him, I doubt he's the one that made the money.
Well, it doesn't matter. You take away his parents' money. They raised a fucked up kid anyway. This is their penalty.
Yeah, you have to be poor again. You got to raise the fucked up kid.
All right, moving on. Looks like there was some sort of terror intel that was found in Brussels, in Belgium.
Sweet.
Sweet.
And I
don't know. It's good
I
to
think-
have it, right?
I think it may have
Fuck.
something to do with a New Year's thing that they're going to have. over
Sweet
there.
terrorism.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Tuesday
it's sweet
morning,
that we
authorities
found
in
it. You're a
Belgium
monster,
announced they made
TJ.
2 arrests related to an alleged terror plot in Brussels. Authorities
terror
announcing
plot.
that the plot was thought to have targeted key emblematic sites in Brussels as well as New Year's celebrations. Now, news of the arrests followed a bulletin that went out to police and law enforcement officials on
I'll tell you what, this is a shame because in Brussels, they know how to fucking party all night, dude.
Yeah, I think they stopped partying. What, about 4 in the morning?
Yeah,
around there.
4:30, 5.
It's like when the sun started coming up. Yeah. Like, all right, I guess it's time to go to bed.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. We couldn't hang with them. We're like, I'm tired. We're going to bed. But yeah, you know.
Well, you don't live around there. I mean, you were traveling.
Don't be killing people, man. Don't be killing the. I mean, if you're gonna kill people, don't kill them in Brussels.
These people just want to fucking drink. Come on.
Let them drink. Let them have fun. Fuck you, terrorism. No, but listen. I read an article earlier today that ISIS, some members of ISIS are bragging that they have a dirty bomb.
Oh, fuck.
They're saying they have...
Dirty.
They're saying that they've bought some uranium and they've created a dirty bomb, and they even said, like, I wonder how much destruction it would do in London.
Wow.
So, I mean, like, you
Who
know...
knows what the truth is, though?
Yeah, are they just you know, full of bullshit?
Why wouldn't they use
bluster?
it by now? I mean...
Yeah, I mean, you'd figure that if you had it, they wouldn't, like, announce it. I mean, you know, but if there's actually good intel, they have it. You know, I say just kill them all.
Monday evening, warning them of possible attacks targeting the Grand Place, which is
We've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the main
historic
square.
and key
really close to that
site
place.
in the
I stood at the top of the highest tower.
We walked through it like multiple times. This is like where mannequin piss is, that area.
part of Brussels, as well as police and police headquarters. Now, out of those announcements, authorities have raised the alert level relating to police and military from 2 to 3, meaning that an attack is possible and likely, though stopping short of level 4, which means that an attack is imminent. Now, all of this following a series of raids that led to 6 people detained.
Yeah, man, those fucking frights are
dude.
delicious. I'll tell you, and the waffles.
Fuck yeah.
All the food in Belgium was really good.
Yeah.
All the food in Europe that we had was pretty much good.
Yeah, 99% of it was awesome.
For questioning. 4 of those individuals have been released and 2 placed under arrest. Now, during the raids, what they did find...
TJ,
well, not so much in London, really.
It's funny how we're like distracted and we're talking about the food instead, but I did get used to the mayo on the fries.
Yeah, me too. I do that now a lot of times.
You're like, I'm eating fries the European way.
Yes, I am a sophisticate. I eat European-style frites. That's what they're
Frites,
called.
please,
Yes.
not fries.
They're not French. They're Belgian, you stupid motherfuckers.
French fries? Ha 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 ha! You are an idiot.
Yes.
They're Belgian frites.
Yes.
Eat a dick.
Perhaps as significant as what they did not find. They say they did not find weapons or explosives, so it's unclear what stage this plot was at, but they did find equipment, computer equipment, military-style uniforms, as well as ISIS propaganda, and a counterterrorism agent saying that they believe that these attacks were ISIS-inspired, not ISIS-directed, ruling out, so to speak, the investigation so far, any direct...
Okay, hold on, TJ. It's frites.
No, it's frites.
Frites.
Fuck your frites.
Frites.
It's pronounced frites.
Ah, it's a fright.
You fucking cretin.
Fine.
Frites,
These are
TJ.
Belgian frites.
There you go. You did it right.
I will eat my frites.
Frites.
Frites is better. We're gonna say it
I
our
like
way.
frites better, really. Frites.
Sorry, we're overriding it. Americans change how you're supposed to say it from
Hey,
now
at least it's closer to what you guys did than fries.
Yeah, yeah. Come on,
put the T back in.
Come on,
At
go
least give
halfway
some
with us.
credit, man. Yeah, let's meet in the middle here. All right.
links to ISIS militants inside Syria. So a very different scenario than what we saw play out in Paris earlier in the year. But Brussels is a city that remains on edge. Aaron McLaughlin, CNN, London.
So you guys want to do some like ISIS-style attacks against stuff? Let's think about starting an ISIS cell.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
I'm pretty busy, dude. You have to do it on your own.
All right, shit. I thought the DP podcast gonna be down for that, but apparently not.
No, not at all.
Not one of my better ideas, I guess.
No.
Yeah.
A
little bit too busy.
Bill fucking Cosby charged with sexual assault.
Sweet.
Mr. Cosby is charged with aggravated indecent assault.
You know, I'm pretty sure that we covered this story like back when we first started doing the show. And like I think we gave him the benefit of the doubt at the beginning.
Sure. I mean, I think most people did. I think some people are still extending that to him. Obviously innocent until proven guilty and shit, but you know, it's pretty.
There's a lot of evidence.
It's pretty hard
him.
to intellectually justify not saying that there's at least something going on there.
After years of denial and claims that the encounter was consensual, Bill Cosby for the first time faces criminal charges for the alleged sexual assault of a Pennsylvania woman. The charges coming after Andrea Constant, a former Temple University employee, accused Cosby of drugging, then assaulting her in 2004 when she visited the man she considered a friend and mentor at his Pennsylvania home.
Mr. Cosby made 2 sexual advances at her that were rejected. On the evening in question...
Well, he had no choice. He tried consensual sex first. It just didn't work.
Yeah. Bill gets what Bill wants.
A really big problem I have with all of this is like, okay, this is from 2004, and now they're charging him.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't know.
Nearly 12 years later.
I mean, I think he's probably guilty, but
sure. But
I mean, what evidence do they have in this particular case that makes him feel like, you know what, this is the
They
one
just wanna
that's
get
strong
him.
enough? Yeah, I feel like this is just a prosecutor that wants to make a name for themselves.
I mean, there's a good chance he did do it, but I mean, there does have to be evidence. We still have to abide by the justice system and how it works.
It took 12 years for some magical new information to appear. I mean, hey, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's like, it's just like, why did it take so long if you really did all this shit?
Well, let's see.
Mr. Cosby urged her to take pills.
Bill Cosby also suffers
Please take
from
these
the dreaded
pills.
disease, Scotty. The dreaded
Oh,
disease
well, he can go fuck himself.
of affluenza.
That he provided to her, and to drink wine, the effect of which rendered her unable to move, respond to his advances.
Though Constant came forward in 2005, the district attorney at the time did not file charges. That same year, Constant sued Cosby, the comedian then settling for an undisclosed amount. Legal documents in that case were unsealed for the first time this past July, and
I bet you this is the one that he fucking basically admitted to in the deposition.
Oh, okay.
So that's probably what is the basis of this case.
the deposition made
Well,
public.
he's fucked.
In it, Cosby admits giving women quaaludes, but never without their knowledge. Constant's lawyer asks Cosby, when you got the quaaludes, was it in your mind that you were going to use these quaaludes for young women that you wanted to have sex with? Cosby replies, yes. That deposition and other evidence unsealed in the
Jesus
civil
Christ,
case
Bill,
paved
what
the
the
way
fuck
for
were
a
you
new
thinking,
district
man?
attorney to reinvestigate.
I mean, like, if there's
Pudding pops to I'm raping you. It's like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck, dude?
He's putting pops on him or in him.
The allegations. In the criminal complaint, Constance says Cosby told her the pills were herbal, and after taking them, she lost her strength, but was aware of Cosby, quote, fondling her breasts and of his hands into her pants.
What we know.
Man, it must be weird to get raped by Bill Cosby, dude.
Not only that, it's like I keep thinking about that scene from like Wolf of Wall Street where they take the quaaludes and just get like really fucked up.
Yeah,
that shit can really fuck you up. So I don't even know with alcohol it might even be worse. I don't know what the interaction would be.
I don't think they're really around anymore, though, right?
No, they're not.
But I think of I start thinking of like old episodes of the Cosby Show, and he's doing his like funny faces and his little like very G-rated sitcom.
Oh, then you're interspliced with him doing this shit.
Did you ever see the creepy thing about his barbecue sauce? Did you ever see that?
No, what's that?
It's a scene from the comedy from the Cosby Show when he's talking about how his barbecue sauce makes people basically makes people horny. It's pretty crazy.
He
made him horny.
Yeah.
Cosby's Quaalude sauce.
Yep.
But, you know, ultimately, how old is Bill Cosby? Like 76 now or something?
He's pretty old.
He pretty much got away with it. He's probably, I mean, like, he's probably dead soon anyway. For the vast majority of his life, he got away with it. He got to do what he did. So, I mean, like, it's not really even a victory for justice at this point, even if he is convicted.
Yeah, here it is. Carbs, Barbequaludes.
Yeah, let's see it.
Can we play it? Are you sure?
They got away with
it's
it.
a TV show.
Didn't they, you know?
I don't see it. Yeah, I mean, it looks okay.
I mean, they got away with it. Let's fucking just let's roll the dice on it. This sounds pretty funny.
Out for themselves.
They haven't worked anything out for themselves. It's my barbecue sauce.
Your barbecue sauce.
My barbecue sauce. Haven't you ever noticed after people have some of my barbecue sauce, after a while when it kicks in, they get all huggy-buggy?
Oh, is that what it is, Bill?
I'm serious.
Hey, that should be Bill's defense. Look, you know,
it was my barbecue sauce.
I got all that happened was I got a little huggy buggy because I'd had some of my special barbecue
You ever
sauce.
notice when they have some of my barbecue sauce to get all huggy buggy?
Oh, fuck.
Notice that after one of my barbecues and they have the sauce, people want to get right home? Let me tell you something else. I got a cup of it up on the night table.
Damn.
Barbequaludes.
Man, fucking Bill had his routine down. He's not even acting here. He's like, I got a cup upstairs.
This is like the real Bill Cosby showing through.
It really seems like it.
I got a cup of it, I said. Left it up there breathing. Why don't you give the chicken to these people that's going up and have some sauce?
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, it really does feel like he's just channeling that part of himself where it's like, have some of that sweet sauce.
Oh, yeah, I'll give you this magical substance and then you real horny.
So here's the rest of the chicken, you guys.
What Cosby want, Cosby get.
I love this chicken. Oh, Rudy, you look real nice today.
Too old. All right.
Da 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 da. It's the Cosby Show. So innocent and so naive.
Yeah, pretty fucking crazy.
I liked Bill Cosby.
Is
man.
that pills were provided. There's inconsistencies on what type of pills they were. There was also wine that was provided. We then go to the reaction of the victim. You know, frozen, paralyzed, unable to move. A person in that state cannot give consent.
Constant was the first woman to publicly come forward accusing Cosby. Since then, some 50 women have alleged similar sexual assaults over a period of 4 decades, most involving the use of drugs. Cosby has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing and even filed a countersuit against.
Oh my God, his fucking eyes, dude. His
Evil
eyes creep the.
Bill, what the fuck is going on with your eyes, man?
When you talk to Bill Cosby, which eye do you make eye contact with?
You don't make eye contact with Bill. He makes eye contact with you, man.
You just look like at his forehead.
Like you just become like entrapped in the stare of Bill.
7 women earlier this month. Cosby says their accusations hurt his reputation and derailed his plans for a new comedy show. Prosecutors are right up against the expiration of the 12-year statute of limitations for sexual assault cases in Pennsylvania, which will close early next year. Cosby could get up to 10 years in prison if convicted.
So it really seems like Bill Cosby is really just buying his way out of, like, he's like, I just need this to 12 years to go by so I can't be charged with these other crimes. And just paying people off just to get away with it, and now some shit's come out. You know, he's pretty much admitted to giving women drugs, getting them fucking drunk and fucked up, and, you know, then having sex with them. I mean,
he's wearing one of his classic ugly sweaters in this picture.
I mean, it's kind of hard to argue for his innocence at this point. I mean, I guess you could say it's like a witch hunt against him, but there's, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if the case can be made that he's innocent at this point. I mean, maybe.
I mean, I think that you could make a case that there's not sufficient evidence of his, like, guilt.
Yeah,
there's supposed to be guilt beyond any reasonable doubt, but... You know, I think that margin of
they'll probably say it's consensual
doubt is like narrowing ever further.
I would say when he goes to trial, he's probably going to say it was consensual, and then she decided later it wasn't.
Then why do you have to drug her?
Yeah. You'll probably say that she was a recreational drug user and they both did it or something. You know, some shit like that. You know, which when it's, I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess there's a long shot possibility that's true, but
yeah, they got to pick their best chance and run with that.
Yeah,
their best defense. All right, moving on here. This is fucking awesome. You know those videos we watch with people who say that they're sovereign citizens?
Oh, I love them.
This is a training video for police on what to do if they encounter these people.
Beat the shit out of them.
You know, it's funny because me and TJ were talking about this the other day, and he's like, you know, like, I hate the police and shit, but fuck sovereign citizens. And I was like, damn, even TJ is like, tase them, I don't give a shit.
I'm a person who's literally called for, like, the abolishment of police, and I still hate these sovereign citizen assholes.
Yeah.
I don't like them.
That's pretty fucked up.
This very important law enforcement officer training video is being brought to you by Star and Shield Group. Dedicated
that
to the
doesn't
public
sound
safety
scary.
community and their
StarandShield.com.
families. What you need to know about the sovereign citizen movement.
I'm Sadie Darnell, Sheriff of Alachua County. This video is being produced by the Florida Sheriff's Association and the U.S. Attorney's Office to raise awareness for law enforcement regarding the sovereign citizen movement and how they may impact us. Sovereign citizen is a catch-all phrase.
So
used
was
to
there
describe
no better, more charismatic cops to host
Sovereign citizen?
Sovereign citizen. I just want to stop listening every time she talks.
I think she was just like delegated this, like, yeah, you got to be in this thing, you know, this fucking video.
You're a sheriff. You got to do this stupid sovereign citizen.
Yeah, all right, you know, sovereign citizen.
Sovereign citizen.
a variety of anti-government groups and individuals who share a common belief that our United States government, including our court system and law enforcement, is a fraud and they are exempt from our authority.
Now to Georgia, where the streets outside a county courthouse were quiet again after a bloody shootout on its steps.
Just before lunch, this was the sound of the gunfight outside the Forsyth County Courthouse north of Atlanta, recorded on a cell phone by an eyewitness. Police say that Dennis Marks, a self-described anti-government sovereign citizen, was behind the wheel of this silver SUV.
Yeah, see, I wasn't aware until I watched this earlier that they've actually been violent.
Oh, yeah. It was like, what's his name, Cliven Bundy? Where, you know, basically he was getting this sweet deal from the government, and then it's just like, oh, you actually need to pay, and then he's like, no, I'm not going to pay anything. Okay, well, the federal government can seize your property, your cattle, and then a bunch of these crazy, you know, people have to show up and like, we're going to protect him. And it's like, okay, so he basically just gets to steal, and it's okay because he's outside of the law.
I'm a sovereign citizen. I think by capitulating to that guy, that was just like one of the worst things because it almost verified in their minds, like, even the government knows we're right.
Carrying an assault rifle,
Cliven Bundy
tear
should have been
gas,
killed.
pepper spray, 2 handguns, a bomb, and flex ties that he planned to use to restrain people. Marks was part of an underground movement that believes its members don't have to follow the law. The government calls them domestic terrorists.
the law, bitch.
They publicly reject violence, but members have had shootouts with police before.
Oh, what a shock.
I'm Pamela Marsh, and I'm the United States Attorney for the Northern District of Florida. There have been numerous encounters by law enforcement with sovereign citizens across the nation.
All right.
And right.
In all fairness to sovereign citizens, you could, I mean, this video is trying to like highlight, look how violent they are and shit. But I've watched a shit ton of YouTube videos with these guys. 90% of the time, this is what happens.
Am I being detained?
The cop comes up to him, the sovereign citizen. They ask for their license registration. I don't have to give you my license registration. I'm a sovereign citizen. I'm a citizen of the Constitution or whatever, blah, blah. And then the cop's like, okay, you still need to show me the stuff. He's like, am I being detained? And the cops, you know, either they say yes or no, but, you know, you still need to stay here.
There's like 20-minute videos of people just yelling, am I being detained? Am I being detained? It's like, God.
And, you know, and they sit there and they bitch and they moan and they back and forth and they give no cooperation whatsoever. And then eventually the cops fucking bust down their window and tase them and throw them on the ground. And then they scream, I didn't consent! I did not consent! As if anyone's looking at this being like, I think that guy that's getting tased and beaten consented to
Is he consenting like a mob forms? Oh, no, he consented. Oh,
Who the fuck consents to be tased?
That's what I'm saying. So why are they screaming, I did not consent? Who gives a shit you didn't consent, bitch? We all know you didn't consent.
Here in the state of Florida, we've seen sovereign citizens who've created their own driver's license and vehicle tags. They've filed million-dollar false liens
Kingdom of
against
Heaven.
government officials and law enforcement officials. They may challenge the validity of our state and national laws. Sovereign citizens may tell you that you have no authority over them and that they are not within your jurisdiction, but that is simply not true. It's our hope that through this training...
They had to make this because, you know, some cops got confused by these weird-ass motherfuckers.
Some cops are like, this guy...
So is he or isn't he a citizen?
This guy's trying to bring some sort of like weird, archaic legal argument to me, and I don't really know what's going on. Here's a video to help you out.
Video, you will learn more about what sovereign citizens believe, and that most of all, it will help keep you safe.
Known as sovereign citizens. People who do not believe that many of the basic laws of this country apply to them.
I'm not an American citizen. I do not recognize these. I am my counsel.
They have disrupted courtrooms, led police on high-speed chases, and even engaged in murderous shootouts with authorities.
Oh my God!
There are an estimated 300,000 sovereign citizens in America.
Oh my God, 300,000? Really?
Oh, that's terrible.
I know. Holy shit.
Isn't that like a percent?
No.
It's pretty close. Don't we have 300 million?
The FBI classifies them as a domestic terrorist movement.
People in America.
Many of these people followed
Yeah,
a
but that
scary
wouldn't be-
progression from
300,000.
passionate but
Was that
peaceful
0.10 or
to
something?
ultra-violent.
A sovereign is an individual that interprets the Constitution of the United States differently. Sovereigns believe essentially that the United States government is not a legitimate government, but is a corporation. So they will not have a driver's.
I do not subscribe to your corporate fiction.
They
I have the
basically,
living
the sovereign citizens basically act as if the anti-federalists won.
Yes.
That's a lot of their rhetoric is kind of contingent upon siding with the anti-federalists, but they didn't win. It's not how history played out.
Yeah, we have a pretty strong federal government.
You don't get to go press the reset button just because you don't like shit.
1776.
Vehicle registration, an insurance card, or anything in which there is some type of implicit
Well, they're
contract,
not a part of your fucking
verbal
corporate
or
fiction, you
nonverbal
fucking
contract,
shell.
in which the United States government can hold sway over
Put
them. as a
ExxonMobil on your
slave.
back.
Sovereigns believe in two different things. That each of us.
What's up with this music? It's garbage.
Are two distinct
police videos
individuals.
are always terrible.
We are our free man, which is our flesh and blood, our human aspect, and we're our straw man. And that straw man is that corporate slave, if you will, to the United States corporate government.
Ah, the government. It loves you and wants to keep you safe and well. It even wants to make paying taxes, fines, and court costs easier for you. How? Well, you'll need to meet your straw man. He was born the same day you
What the
were.
fuck is
He looks
this?
like you,
I don't know
has
what's happening.
the same name, and lives
What is going on?
in your house, but you never knew he existed. You will have even paid his parking tickets or taxes. The worst part? He's been dead from day one.
Did I
From
take some
every
acid earlier? Or
no.
What is happening here?
I don't know.
This is very strange.
Birth certificate, a legal personality, or legal fiction, is created with the same name to confuse little old you into thinking it's you. So there is a human you and a paper you, or as it's commonly known, a straw man. So when it seems like government officials, court clerks, or the police are speaking English, they aren't.
Okay, so this is, you know, sovereign citizen propaganda, basically.
Okay.
Pay attention, TJ.
All right, I'm just checking something.
Speaking legalese, designed to make you agree to verbal and written contracts without even knowing about it, all spun from Black's Law Dictionary. For example, when the police say, "Do you understand?" you'll say, "Yes." What they are really saying is, "Do you stand under our authority?"
Okay. So the police, the police force basically found like the stupidest video they possibly could on the subject, I guess.
I mean,
and are playing it.
Yeah.
Oops-a-daisy, you just created a verbal contract with them. Oh, you clever government.
The rhetoric of a
What?
sovereign is very important from an officer
made no
safety
sense.
standpoint. You'll hear a lot that I'm a free
There he
man
is, the
of
living
land.
man.
I am
Then
protected
shut-
by the land.
shush.
Do not tell me to shut up. I am the living natural man, and my voice will be heard.
They will ask you what is the reason
That's
for
awesome.
stopping me.
I'm asking again, what am I being pulled over for? What am I being stopped for? Am I being detained?
You have
Oh,
I'm
God.
traveling.
We're being
I'm
detained?
not driving.
Okay, I have a question.
do
Why,
not
why
have
do
to
they even
provide-
stop for the police? They said they don't recognize their authority.
Some of them don't. I've seen videos where they'll run from the police, and then they'll only
That doesn't
stop-
end well.
They'll only stop when they're obstructed and shit. And then they try to do their little rhetoric when the police are like all amped up from a car chase, and the police basically just end up beating the shit out of them.
Yep. Yeah, if you run from the police, you can expect at least a slight beatdown.
Yeah, you might not get your ass like pummeled into fucking the dirt, but you might. But kind of depends on the chase and the police force and where you are and what color you are and all kinds of stuff.
Right.
A driver's license because I am a sovereign.
All right, stay seated and Scotty. You have a license on you?
I do not submit
You
to
do not?
unlawful inquiry, sir.
Okay, so you don't have a driver's license?
I have a right to travel unencumbered freely.
You do not have jurisdiction over me. Are you a peace officer or a police officer? There's a difference in the sovereign rhetoric.
I also need to know if you're a constitutional common law peace officer, or are you a police officer? Because there is a difference.
Some sovereigns will
Yeah,
ask
there is a
you
difference.
to fill out paperwork.
It's irrelevant, but
explaining
there's a
your
difference.
Jurisdiction over them. Some will be argumentative, but the argument that you will get most is that you have, as a law enforcement officer, you have no jurisdiction over them. And they will constantly repeat that. Their objective is to confuse you. You don't know their level of commitment. If they are providing this information in order to confuse you or in order to distract you to the point where they can take advantage of you and assault you or kill you.
What?
What? No, come on, shut up.
Yeah, here are my documents, officer.
See, it just comes across as paranoid.
It is.
They are paranoid. Police are the most paranoid group of fucking...
They think everyone's trying to kill them.
This is why they're always shooting people, because they think everyone's fucking gunning for them all the time.
Look at that toddler gunning for us.
I mean, it's obviously it's okay to be alert.
Oh my God.
You ain't got no jurisdiction around here.
They said I don't have no jurisdiction. Better shoot them before they shoot me. Trying to hand me some papers and shit. This is a distraction. You're probably trying to kill me right now.
I can see here are the papers. Blow them away. Oh no! Like we had to kill him.
He showed me some papers.
Trying
I think
to
they were
distract
me so he could kill me.
Clever.
I mean, this is a training video, so that is literally what they're teaching them. It's trying to kill you.
You wonder why the police are so fucked up.
July the
me
20th,
make fucking police training videos.
2010 started out like any other day.
Okay, so let's be like a
Two
shootout
veterans of
one
our
or
West
something.
Yeah, this is going to be
Arkansas
the
Police
one that
Department.
shot somebody.
Yeah, it's
Prove
like
that. Yeah, they're all like this.
Yeah, this is obviously propaganda. I mean, there are some extremists, but we know for the most part they're just wackos. So whatever. I do want to announce before we move on that we have now sold, as of right now, 821 Dinor shirts.
Sweet.
And there's 1 hour left if you want to get yours. Or if you want Property of Jim Ass shirt,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and the numbers for the meetup have gone up.
Sweet.
So a few more people decided not to be losers. So as you can see,
Still an awful lot of losers out there, though. Awful lot of losers.
And you're one of them, TJ.
RSVP with the link below.
Hey, I'm going. I'll be there.
Nah, you're still a loser even if you go.
No bullshit.
You're the only person that can't be redeemed, TJ.
I ain't no loser. Fuck you.
Let's see. Santorum says he'd ignore the Supreme Court and enforce DOMA.
Okay.
The courts decided that now they're the great arbiter. They're the great...
Yeah, the courts didn't really decide that.
The great arbiter. You mean like they decide, like they interpret the law and what it means?
I can't believe the Supreme Court would interpret the law for the entire country like they were designed to do.
Yeah, I can't believe they're doing their job. How fucking strange.
The funny thing about Santorum is he is a lawyer or was a lawyer, so he understands the law.
Yeah, so basically he understands he's being an idiot right now.
Right.
But he just, he wants to tell conservative voters what
he's going for the modern day Andrew Jackson. It's good.
Fuck the Supreme Court. Fuck their decision.
Let them enforce that shit. Gays ain't getting married with me around.
I'll enforce the fuck out of DOMA. It's constitutional to me.
Supreme legislature. And that they're going to solve all these problems out here instead of dealing with the case before them, dealing with the issues as limited as possible to resolve the case. That's gone. And that's creating
Deal with the
problem.
issues is...
So when you hear me say, as I will...
That makes no sense.
What do you mean? Dealing with the... what? You're aware that the Supreme Court didn't just, we're just going to legislate something. This was a decision based around a case.
Yeah, this is the highest federal court in the U.S. That should apply. If they just make a ruling, it should apply, you would think, especially in a case like this about civil rights, to everyone.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it works. Their interpretation of the law is the supreme interpretation, hence Supreme Court. So if they interpret the law to be that DOMA is unconstitutional, DOMA is unconstitutional. And if you, as a president, which you'll never fucking be anyway, try to support that, try to enforce a law that's been ruled unconstitutional, you should be impeached. Instantly and with extreme prejudice. You should actually be tarred and feathered.
Dude, that would be so awesome to see Rick Santorum fucking tarred.
He already looks like a fucking chicken.
Put that shit on pay-per-view.
I would fucking pay $100, no problem.
That I think it is the role of the president to put the court back in the position it should, which is not the final arbiter, not the creator of all these rights, not the inventor or the amender of the Constitution. I don't do so out of a desire to grab power and
what
authority.
should they do then?
I do so because
that sounds like their
the
fucking
court
job.
has
What do you want them to
decided
fucking
that they are
do?
going to exert themselves.
The Supreme Court never amended the Constitution. What the fuck are you talking about? DOMA is not in the Constitution, you moron.
It was written into state constitutions.
Yes. Yeah, but
and a lot of states voted on it too. Yeah.
The Supreme Court has the right to say that at a federal level we've interpreted it as unconstitutional.
Right.
The states can't have laws that are ruled.
Hey, for conservatives, look at the weed laws. Some states, like Washington, Oregon, Colorado, you could smoke weed, but it's against federal law to do it. I mean, that goes both ways. There's some laws conservatives like they like that federal weed law.
Become a disproportionate voice on the national stage, and one that our founders never intended, and one that's not good for our country or for a republic to begin with. So the answer to your question is, by way of background, when they have exceeded their authority and acted outside of the Constitution, it is incumbent upon the president to do something about it. And so the answer is yes. I would confront the court. Everything from, for example,
so he's butthurt that someone made a decision in America.
Same-sex marriage. We have a federal law that's in place right now, which is the Defense of Marriage Act, which was found unconstitutional. I believe
it's dog shit.
Wrongly decided unconstitutionally, and of course the DOMA decision was the basis.
Based on your fucking religious beliefs, not actual legal beliefs.
But his religious beliefs have nothing to do with the Constitution.
Okay, but it doesn't matter what your personal opinion is. The highest court in the land has already ruled on this matter. You can't. I mean, it basically does. It sounds like you want to fucking. You're sitting here acting like you're defending the Constitution, but you're actually going against the framework of the fucking Constitution. The Supreme Court is acting in exactly the capacity it was designed to act. I mean, and I think you probably fucking know that. It's a sad thing. You're just trying to dupe idiots.
Of the next case, which actually granted same-sex marriage to everybody. That's where I would start. I would start saying this was a decision that was extra constitutional. That law is good, valid law, and I will enforce that law.
Wow.
Now,
so that's what he's saying he would do as president.
He's never going to be president.
I know. He's too far back. I mean, even a lot of conservatives are okay with gay marriage. Not, I wouldn't say the majority or anything, but I would say it's probably coming around on their side more than ever.
I'd say it's nearing a majority, even on the politically conservative side of Americans.
Would you say?
I said it's actually, I think on the conservative side it's probably nearing a majority.
Nearing it, okay.
Just because it's now it's a dead issue in the sense that this particular thing has already been decided, so no one's really talking about it. So there's nothing for them to gain.
He's still talking about it. He's talking about an issue that no one's really talking about right now because it's been settled.
Yeah, like the resolution has come.
So shut the fuck up and move on to something else.
I think he's just trying to turn it into the new Roe v. Wade that they can argue about until the end of time. But I just don't see that happening with this.
No.
It's much more difficult on the same-sex marriage case to have the federal government come in and say, okay, we're going to reinstitutionalize marriage as just between a man and a woman. This was a state case. And so these are state laws. There's no federal marriage law other than the Defense of Marriage Act. So there is a limited response. Again, if I'm going to keep to what I've suggested, which is my role as a president, as the head of the federal government, I'm not going to go out and say, well, I'm going to change all the state laws. I can't do that. I wouldn't do that. But what I can do is...
All right, so we know what he's going to say.
He sucks.
Yeah, he's garbage. Next one, Donald Trump supporter wrestles hecklers during Nashua speech.
I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah, I think it's Nashua speech. New Hampster.
Hamster. Hey guys, check out my new hamster.
I got a new hamster.
Wheel and shit. Yeah, he's brand new. I haven't even named him yet.
You know, one time
Think about naming him Nashua.
One time I had these guinea pigs, and I had a male and a female guinea pig, and I was gonna see if they could have babies, and I was gonna give one of them to a friend of mine, okay? And I told him about it, and then he called me a few days later, and he was all wasted, and he was like, "Did your gerbil have hamsters?"
Did your gerbil have hamsters?
They were guinea pigs anyway.
What the fuck?
Did your gerbil have hamsters?
Oh, man. Anyway, so does Trump literally wrestle with them?
No, a supporter wrestles hecklers.
Okay. Let's take a look.
New hamster.
No, I respect that. No, I respect it. So,
kill for Trump.
So I just to finish this story. Hello. Okay, thank you.
That woman in the front.
So what?
Something's happening.
USA.
What is this? Hold on. Is this a WWE crowd?
USA.
I mean,
what does USA have to? What is that guy like anti-USA? How do you know?
It's a damn Bernie Sanders supporter snuck in.
It does look like that.
Yeah, you see these guys like wrestling people. They got like tackled and shit.
USA.
Oh, Trump joined in on the chant. Yeah, USA.
You know, it's always the same.
We support USA. These guys don't.
We love USA.
We totally hate this country.
Yeah.
Fuck USA.
US gay, am I right?
Can you imagine with all these people? With all these people.
Can you imagine the stupidity in the room? A bunch of people that like want Trump to be president so desperately.
The crowd just randomly broke into a USA chant.
I know.
No logical
reason. Is Rusev coming out?
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
what the fuck?
We should go to a fucking Trump fucking rally and just chant USA, but we get like a bunch of people to fucking do USA! USA!
That would be hilarious.
You know, I tell the story. The first couple of times I was rough. Get him out of here. I want him out of here. Get him. And the next day they said, Trump was brutal and horrible. He's a horrible human being. The next time it happened, right? No. The next time it happened, I said, be nice. Be really nice. Don't hurt him. Please don't hurt him. Be nice. The next day they said, Trump is a much weaker person than we thought. I can't win. So you're too tough or you're too whatever. But I will just tell you. So I said, there's no way.
You're too tough or you're too whatever. What?
Put that on a fucking lunchbox. Yeah.
All right.
Trump is just something else, man. He really fucking is. It's
Scotty likes Trump, I think.
You know what? I do like that. There's one thing I like about fucking Trump is that
his hair.
No, he just seems to me, in my mind, you say G-Man's a troll. To me, Trump is a troll. He really is. Just like he's like, I'm just gonna go out there and say whatever the fuck I want.
It's working.
I think Herman Cain was a troll too.
Nah. Yeah, he's like, I'm just gonna create a catchphrase and see if it catches on.
Remember when he did that? Like he said, a great poet once said, and then he quoted lines from the fucking Pokemon first movie song.
Also, I'm envious of like how many people Trump can piss off. It's like, man, I'll never equal Trump in that fucking category.
If you were a national candidate that was inexplicably popular, you might match that level of ire.
I am jealous of that. It's like, fuck, Trump is way more fucking provocative than me. This is bullshit.
Time to move on.
Should have played that before we saw Trump.
All right. First up on the list, we have the manatee. This video is called
calling me a
Give the money back, TJ.
Amazing Atheist. This is I'm not a good Christian.
You're a water-headed fucking idiot, TJ.
He's admitting that he's not a good Christian, guys.
Good.
Cool.
I am Brett Keane and I'm coming. All right.
God TV Radio. Games you love.
My name is
Brett Keane from the TV Radio. Make sure you check out my gaming channel, Games You Love.
If you get a chance, check out my website, godtvradio.com.
I'm there now.
And also check out
I was just looking at godtvradio.com. Everybody, go to godtvradio.com now.
Look how much shit takes up his screen. It says join me live, his Skype, his fucking phone number, his website, his Patreon.
Damn it, I forgot to
rate and subscribe, his Twitter, his Facebook, and his wife's Twitter.
Ah, man, we should call Brett Keane. I wonder if I can get that set up.
Yes.
Maybe we can do it later in the show.
Perhaps.
If I can get it set up.
That would be sweet.
Would you want to do that?
Fucking right.
We should wait till Paul is on too.
Yeah, let's try to do it Friday. That's a good idea.
We could, we could well, I won't say it on the air, but I have a really good idea for how that we could do with it.
Okay.
You check out my website, you're going to find a bunch of exclusive content on there that you won't find on YouTube.
I can't wait to go.
I also would suggest that you check out the links in my description, and if you feel like it, you can check out my brother's YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about something really important, and I'm hoping that some Christians out there, perhaps even Muslims and Jews, can give me some advice, some suggestions.
What about atheists?
What about atheists?
I haven't been feeling very well.
Come on.
This Christmas has been hard on me physically with my health problems.
He's got health problems, guys. Come on. He's got health problems.
It's the French vanilla, dude.
Well, one thing we know for sure, he doesn't suffer from affluenza.
He doesn't suffer from calorie deficiency either. I mean, like, what health problems does Brett have? It's always these vague health problems. Never like, I have an autoimmune disease, or I have this problem, or I have this problem. It's always like, I'm just not doing well. It's like
he ate too much macaroni and his hernia's back.
You have high cholesterol because you sit around all day and never fucking move. Like what? What's causing all these problems for you, Brett?
Having to be rushed to the emergency room by my wife, and got my head checked out. I felt like someone was pounding on my brain.
Fucking idiot.
His head was pounding from the water that was in it.
Yeah, the water was sloshing
you have a terrible
really
headache.
Hard,
that could be signs of alcoholism. There's like these migraines people get. That's not good, Brett.
He does talk like a drunk.
I've been also having some issues with my throat, which is why my videos sound so unusual.
He's been having throat issues.
It's been hard.
It's that they can help
He's been sucking a lot of dick, man.
My
Come
kids
on.
had a great
Or
Christmas.
not enough.
My wife got a great Christmas. I had my family over, and
nobody attacked them, right?
Did you buy your wife a modest dress situation?
I don't know if he reached that Patreon goal.
Maybe he just did it anyway for Christmas.
While I was doing Christmas and spending time with my family, in and out of sleep and naps and everything like that.
In and out of
having some hot turkey.
So is your life, Brett? Is your fucking life just like wake up, look around, check the fucking internet, have a nap, get up, You know, fucking Dorn fucking throws some slop at you, you fucking eat it. You know, you take a nap, you wake up, you fucking go make a terrible video.
Based on a dream you had that the amazing atheist pulled your pants down in front of all the girls.
You have a nap, you know, that's just your life. He's like, you know, in and out of my naps and sleep and a little bit of turkey. It's like, what? Who lives like this?
It actually sounds kind of like my lifestyle.
Better, but also made me sleepier.
You guys are kindred spirits.
You know, in a lot of ways, I feel like I am similar to Brett Keane.
You're kindred spirits. I mean, you made the video gushing all over him.
Yeah, I know, and I feel but I feel like, you know, when it came to these like certain crossroads, I went one way and he went another way. So like, when I see Brett, I'm like there, but from the grace of, you know, whatever exists, which isn't God, go I.
So it's like the equivalent of like seeing someone you went to school with as a bum. You're like, man, if I had followed the same path he had.
I started to realize some things about myself.
He's like a reverse role model.
This December, some flaws that I have, some problems. There's a couple things I've been thinking about that I have issues for a while. that has brought me to the conclusion that I'm not a very good witness for Christ. I'm a blemish on the body of Christ.
Yeah?
And the reason why
you're a
is
wart on Christ's ass.
You're terrible, Brett.
I lack the ability to endure a lot of aggravation, and I don't have a great deal of patience.
What about bearing false witness?
I also don't follow Jesus Christ's teachings as I should, and I don't know how to do it. You see, one of his teachings is to love your enemy. And I just have not been able to get that far in my faith. It's one of the reasons I keep calling myself a work in progress, but I literally don't see how I can get any further whenever it comes to this particular topic.
This is a joke.
I'll give you an example.
Here's an idea. All right, Brett, let me instruct you. Let me instruct you on how to do this. First of all, stop making attack videos against me and anybody else who slightly ruffles your feathers. That's a good start to loving your enemy. The next step is don't focus so much on this stupid internet drama, because guess what? No one on the internet other than us even cares who you are. Us and our fans are like the lone people looking at Brett Keane, and we're basically looking at it not as interested viewers, but as
I am interested.
Spectators at like a car crash, you know?
I am interested.
Wow, that's grisly.
Christmas Day and Christmas morning, atheists were calling me. As
I'm more
many of
Christian
you know,
than Brett,
put a
though, because I
video out
love
there
Brett.
telling
I love all the
anybody
fucking
that
ad
they can call me
revenue.
and talk to me if they're feeling lonely or if they're feeling bad, or they just want
all
somebody
the
to talk to
atheists
for
like that.
Christmas.
Yeah.
I really put myself out there, and I tried to give my heart over to people, share my testimony, which is something that's really hard for me to do because it's very personal, and it does have things to do with my family and friends and those who are close to me. You know, when I talk to non-believers, very few of them I ever feel like I ever want to talk to again. Whenever I do a video, sometimes
Yeah, seriously.
People who support me mixed in with more people who support me and say nice things.
Have an idea or a thought that I want to be able to say something inspirational or help somebody in their life. I have this desire to serve God.
Yeah, help your fucking self, all right? Quit trying to... You have no business trying to help anybody else.
He's not in any sort of position to help anyone. He says he has bad health. He says he's poor. He says he has nothing really going on. He doesn't work. He doesn't really even get out of his bed. And, like, he's going to be helping people with, like, what? The only fucking thing Brett Keane knows how to do is to be a social fucking parasite. That's it. If that's what you want to learn how to do, if that's your goal in life, then go to the fucking Brett Keane School of Living. But besides that, no.
Odd, but something happens in the process where I start remembering the kind of shit that they've done to me. I start remembering the bad things that they do to people. And sometimes I don't even have to remember. Sometimes when I simply log in or I go over to my Facebook or Twitter, right then and there I get some shitty message from some ignorant person. And I don't feel like saving them. I don't feel like bringing them to God. I
You
feel
won't
like
anyways.
some people,
It's a waste of time.
and this is straight from the heart, there's no point in bearing false witness. There's some people that
really?
are so disgusting and vile and horrible. I don't see any reason why I ought to try to bring them to God. And I know some of you might say, but Brett, you know, all of us, we are deserving, all of us are sinners, all of us have problems. I think that a lot of us, we make mistakes, and I think a lot of us
have problems.
will sometimes sin and find ourselves falling into the flesh, sometimes losing our grace for a moment. But I think that there's some people out there who enjoy and derive some kind of happiness from hurting other people.
Yeah, people like you. Yeah, people like you. Yeah.
You're a classic example. That's good. Yeah, I'm glad you realize there's people out that like there. Now, if you look in the mirror and identify that person as one of them,
yeah,
you figured it out,
Brett. If you want to fucking find who to blame for all of your fucking problems, all you have to do is walk into any bathroom, any room with a mirror, and just look in it. That's it.
Maybe not all of them. Come on. A lot of problems are Dorn and her shitty cooking.
People like that, I don't want to go to heaven.
I want to kill them.
I don't want to go to heaven.
I want to flay them.
I don't want to try to waste my time helping someone that I know doesn't want any help, doesn't care, doesn't give a damn
But
about
aren't those
the
the most
truth,
people that really
doesn't
need God,
care
Brett?
whether God is behind it
care.
or not.
You don't
They
want to
just
share
wanna
heaven with those
hurt you.
assholes.
They just want to make fun of you. They just want to make you feel like garbage. And people like that, I don't want to save them.
Brett,
I don't
it's so
want
easy to make
help
fun
them.
of
I don't
you.
want
Can you
to
really
serve
fault
them.
anyone?
And that's bad. And I don't know what to do about that. I know that whenever in the past, when I was a non-believer, I know I was sarcastic sometimes, and I knew that sometimes I was unconventional. Sometimes, for some people, I may have come off mean. But a lot of Christians, whenever they talked to me, I remember in the past, they knew that I wanted the truth. They knew that there was more.
This is laughable.
Oh my God.
They respected. They looked at Brett and they're like, "We respect you. You seek the truth, Brett."
Okay, if you want to improve anything in your life, you need to just realize every thought that you have about yourself and your relationship to those around you and the world and YouTube and everything is entirely your own egotistical sociopathic fiction. You need to just take all that out and throw it away and start from scratch, all right? Because what you're saying right now does not jive with the reality of who Brett Keane is, was, and will probably continue to be.
To me than just wanting to argue and fight or cause problems. And it was one of the reasons why a lot of Christians spent day and night trying to help me and support me. But I don't have what they have. I don't have it in me to sit there and put up with people like that. When I start sensing that someone is screwing with me or being ignorant or disgusting,
is he trying to defend himself?
That the person I'm talking to is not even listening or doesn't even give a shit.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically using this sob story about how he's an imperfect Christian to basically once again attack anybody who disagrees with him.
That's just his MO. It's like the videos are either like poor Brett Keane, fuck the amazing atheist, and all these other people.
He's found a way to make a poor Brett Keane video that is also an attack video against everyone who's ever disagreed with his position.
There's a few times I could tell he really wanted to say the amazing atheist, but he's like, I can't do it. I just can't say it because I want this to be like some general sob video. You know what I mean?
I'm a sad
And by the way, support my channel and check out Games You Love.
You know, I'll even write Brett Keane every once in a while on like Twitter and be like, "Hey Brett, how you doing, man? Everything going okay in your life?"
Does he reply?
Usually he'll be like, "I am doing fine," you know, or "My health is bad, but I'm, you know, spirits are good," or whatever. So I show concern for Brett. I show kindness and compassion and mercy and favor and a disposition to benefit and serve another. Brett doesn't. I'm more Christian than you, Brett. I'm the amazing fucking Christian.
it makes me just want to walk the hell away from them and never look at them again.
Good.
Thank you.
You know, it amazes me, and I admire some of you out there. Some of you out there, you probably look at me and you respect the fact that I use science and use a lot of different tools.
No, come on, Brett. Really? Are you really gonna say this? Are these words really gonna come out of your fucking mouth?
What? Are you fucking shitting me right now? You use science.
He uses science. People respect him for that.
I guess in like the sense that like when you're programming your microwave to heat up your fucking
frozen burrito
weenies or something, yeah, I guess you're using science then. Beep beep beep. I'm a scientist.
I embrace science.
In my arsenal whenever I'm doing what I do, but
it's in my
there's
arsenary.
a lot of things that I'm missing.
Artery? Your what?
His arsenary?
Did he say arsenary? What did he say?
Did he say
Does he mean arsenal?
Yeah,
I think he said arsenary though.
It's in my arsenary. Where is that? It's in the arsenary, guys.
Maybe we misheard.
There was a woman out there that passed away a long time ago that I used to be friends with named Teresa Rhodes, and no matter what people said to her or did with her, she was able to put up with them all the way to her dying day, all the way to her dying breath. And I just can't. I just can't do it. I think some people deserve to burn in hell. I think that we all make mistakes and we deserve to be punished.
Especially the
But I
American
think that
atheists.
there's some people out there who want it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there's people that are sitting out there. I really just want to go to hell. It's like
spank me, Satan.
It's like
spank me.
If you watch or you hear you like watch documentaries about criminals, criminals never say like, "Oh, I know I'm going to hell. I know I've done a lot of bad shit." They're like, "Oh, I'm going to go to heaven." No one's sitting around going, "Oh, I'm fucking going to hell now."
Oh yeah.
I think there's some people who would rather burn in hell or have their soul obliterated than ever be humble.
Oh shit.
They're gonna be humble.
I think that there's some people who hate God so much,
And then you're going to be humble.
that whenever they're talking to you, they don't even
Oh my
see
God!
you or
This
hear
put me
you
to sleep.
anymore.
Let's move on.
All right. I wonder if we can call him.
Bye, matinee.
You gonna try?
Yeah, let's see if I'm able to. I think I may. Yeah, I think it'll allow me to now.
Give it a shot.
This is gonna be fucking hilarious. Let's see. Whoops, wrong one. Let's see. It should be.
Do. This is dead air.
Sorry. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this.
Okay.
The air is dead.
The air is dead. That's what.
I guess we got to fill airtime.
The person who you're trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the beep.
What the f? Okay.
Hey, Brett, it's us.
Hold on. No.
Drunken Peasants.
No. Hold on.
Hold
Is
on.
that not it?
I don't know why it's making me like. Okay.
What?
I don't. Hold on.
Okay. You need the number?
Yeah, what is it?
636-525-1290.
Okay. I don't think it's gonna let me do it. I think we may have to wait on that for a minute here.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on.
Yeah, I think we could take a break and try to call him if you want to do that.
Nah, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, we'll try to do it Friday.
I mean, he ain't gonna fucking change his number between now and Friday.
True.
We'll have it down by then.
Brett
And
Kane, we're coming for you.
I have a pretty funny idea.
Awesome.
But the idea kind of only works if we get his machine. So if we get him, we'll just troll him like normal. But if we get his machine, I have a good idea for what to do with it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All they see is a child of God.
Oh,
that
you want to
wanna
move on,
step
right?
Yeah, fuck this shit.
All right. Let's see.
What is 5 stupid things about online harassment?
Let's do this one first.
Okay.
I want to see the chat reaction. I think I know. Hold on. Why are people saying that their head? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I want to see the chat's reaction to this video. This is feminist slam poetry.
Oh God, there's more.
Yep.
Why do feminists keep trying to do
There's a lot of it out there.
poetry? You're not good at slam poetry. Isn't that appropriating black culture or something? Could you stop? Jesus.
Oh shit, wrong one. Here it is.
Wrong.
Oh, to the selfie. Today you thought I look beautiful. Today you thought I look so beautiful, I want to remember it forever. Today you thought I look so beautiful, I want everyone to see.
Today your hair was a river down your back.
Today your eyes were the still point of the turning world.
Today you could see the resemblance to your ancestors.
Could tell you were a direct descendant of stars. Today your winged eyeliner nearly flew off your face.
It was so fly.
Today there was a lipstick named after your pout.
Today you loved the gap in your teeth.
Today your freckles were sprinkles on ice cream.
Today you had
Okay.
Okay.
So this is why people...
I don't have anything offensive to say about this, but this indecent banana has something he wants to show these girls. Look at that, girls. This indecent banana wants to fuck you in the ass.
all banana.
He's already fucked me. We all know the story. This is the banana from the infamous banana video.
My pussy, my choice, TJ.
Legendary banana has mutated. Yeah. You need
no
that
makeup,
potassium.
No filter, and you looked #flawless. Today you woke up like this. Today your apartment lit you up like a centerfold. Today you took a selfie from above because maybe that's how God sees you. Today you chose the rise filter because that's what you're gonna do. Today your iPhone was the Louvre and you were the Mona Lisa. Today Frida Kahlo would call your selfie stick a magic wand. Today
I'm seeing a serious issue with this. You know, why are these able-bodied people giving this speech?
This is fucking.
You know what? I think I have everything now where we could call Brett if you want to.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Give it a shot.
Here we go.
We can play some of this video for him.
Well, he won't be able to see it.
Well, he'll be able to hear it, though.
Let's see. Hold on.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service.
What?
If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your call again.
Sorry, guys. I didn't realize that was so loud, but I turned it down.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service.
Right?
If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your call again.
Put his thing back up.
I got it right here.
Oh, okay. 636510. Yeah, it's fine. It's right. I don't know.
Well,
I'm shocked.
What can you do?
He disconnected
Maybe Brett
it.
Keane disconnected his phone, or maybe there's
It's
a bunch of people
unplugged,
calling
yeah.
him now that we announced it on. Could be either.
All right, back to this bullshit then.
Today, the magazines are glossy haters.
Today you were the
What is the
front page
point?
of all your followers' feeds. Today 50
What is the
new
point?
people
Social
admit
media.
that they like your face.
Feminism.
Today, pride is no longer
Okay.
a sin.
Today you don't want to be
Fine.
full of anything but yourself. Today you control the lens,
Okay.
the light, the angle, the pose, the
Right,
gaze,
right.
the face, the
Uh-huh,
filter,
yep,
the feeling,
yeah,
the caption.
uh-huh, right.
Today you are in control
I'd
of
rather see
your
the
own
audience during this. I really want to see if anyone's actually enthusiastic about what's going on. Like, yeah, I'm really feeling this.
Well, we'll know if there's an applause at the end.
Well, there's always gonna be the fucking bullshit.
It
yeah,
might not even be an
yeah.
applause. It might be that thing where they snap.
Oh yeah.
I can't even snap, so that's ableist against me.
incredible body.
I guess I
Today,
kinda
millions
can.
of girls loved themselves in the face of a world that tells them not to.
And isn't that
Fuck
tiny
you.
revolution enough?
No.
And isn't that the
It's not a
greatest
revolution. They're just
of all?
fucking narcissistic cunts.
Thank you so much.
Fuck you. Oh my god.
So the whole you take all that shit aside, they were just whining that girls are not, they don't love themselves enough.
I knew that a lot of people in the chat wanted to fuck the one on the right.
Yep.
What a shock.
Yep.
I'm so surprised.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Take that shit out, baby, and don't talk.
All right, so the next one is 5 stupid things about online harassment.
Jizz on your face. Yeah. Anyway.
5 stupid things about online harassment by Steve Shives.
Oh, Steve.
Block your ass, bitch.
Steve Shives will block you.
Steve Shives will block you.
Does he even have control of his Twitter account? Come on, guys. You know his wife.
He doesn't have control of anything. His wife controls him.
Online harassment.
Her hand is up his ass right now.
Minimized.
Okay.
A survey by the Pew Research Center released last year found that 73% of internet users have witnessed someone being harassed online, and 40% have experienced it themselves. And yet, so often, online harassment is reduced to an unavoidable but insignificant aspect of life on the internet.
Yeah.
That's an apt description, yeah.
Why would it be characterized that way? Oh, yeah, because it is. Who gives a shit what some moron on the internet says? I can fucking open up fucking any inbox I have right now and find people, fuck you, bitch, you most worthless pile of shit. I don't care. Who gives a shit? What's the matter? It doesn't. Get on with your fucking life.
Let's eat some Belgian frites.
Frites.
Eat some frites.
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 Yeah, they're frites, bitch. What you gonna do about it, Belgium?
What you gonna do when frites come for you?
Something that doesn't warrant a serious response and is just best ignored. What people who hold this view don't realize or willfully deny is that the damage done by online harassment is not limited to temporarily wounded egos or hurt feelings.
It should be.
It causes real harm.
Real fucking harm.
The amount of emotional damage caused by online harassment varies depending on the person experiencing it.
And what sort of harassment it is. If it's just someone saying, you're a shithead.
But the beautiful thing about the internet is, like, unlike real life, like, let's say you have a real life bully, at your job or, at your school, you really can't avoid them. On the internet, you can just go, man, these people really hate me. Unplug from this.
Block.
I mean, yeah, I've had people that have harassed me, and it's like, I'm just like, oh, okay, well, fuck off, bye. I usually don't even engage them. I just block them. It's like, because what am I going to do? I'm be like, no, please actually like me. It's like, they don't like me.
And the crazy thing is, Steve Shives obviously knows about this blocking technology since he's one of the most liberal users of it.
Yeah. I mean, if people are bothering him, it's just fucking don't fucking associate with them in any way. Don't engage them.
No, really. Like, if you're so fucking delicate and sensitive that you can't handle the least little negative pushback against you, which really only happens when you offer up your fucking opinion on something, if you think you can just have an opinion on the internet and no one's gonna fucking disagree, you're a moron. And if you can't handle people calling you a moron, then you shouldn't be on the fucking internet. You should be go to a safe space somewhere, Cloister yourself
Go to a
away
college campus
in your bedroom and watch old movies and eat Cheetos and cry.
With Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal. Oops.
Greetings.
Did you skip it?
I guess I did.
You picked the
Either
Nazi
that or
video.
Steve Shives turned into a Nazi.
Yeah.
Damn,
it.
he changed.
TJ, we're revoking your keyboard privileges.
All I did was just push.
Do you want to just move on to this or what?
Yeah, Steve Shives sucks anyway.
All right. Oh, yeah. Way to make it look like you did something right when you totally fucked up.
He sucks.
Oh, yeah.
It's swastika. That's more interesting.
Greetings.
It was fate.
It
was
time
kismet.
to make another video. And today I wanted to make a video about National Socialism and why National Socialism, as opposed to elusive nationalism or vague white nationalism, is the only way for our people, not only to free themselves from Jewish enslavement, but as the only system that has ever worked as a political, economical, social, racial platform and as a philosophical ideology in order to
World War
allow
II turned
for
out
the,
really well for Germany.
Establishment of
That's
a
all I remember.
progressive, productive,
It worked so well the first time.
healthy
We gotta try again.
society, Aryan society, an Aryan imperium, whose people
Ooh, I like the
strive
sound of that.
to come.
Okay, I'm a white nationalist, you guys, because I like the sound. Aryan Imperium.
Imperium.
Sounds like a fucking metal band,
Sounds like really trendy. Yeah, I'm down with this.
Oh yeah, Aryan Imperium.
Under the stars.
Gonna be a good time.
And this document.
What has he got? Is it a vape?
I wrote a while back, but last night I added a couple of points to this document that I thought were important. And I believe this document is now finished, and I wanted to read it on camera here.
Beautiful.
It's an e-cig.
This document is entitled National Socialism, the one and only true way to free ourselves from enslavement. And why don't I just go ahead and start reading what I've written here.
You're a slave to the Jews. But he's been blinded to the real enemy, Scotty, which is Canada, and to a lesser extent, Australia. Those are the real problem countries.
Yeah, they're really ruining the world.
Okay, and this is how it begins. National Socialism is the right and only way because it is first of all a racial ideology, whose principles
first of all it will be
fabulous. The importance of racial purity and integrity. For what is a culture without its race? A culture whose people have lost their racial identity through missignation in the end dies. For culture can't truly exist as it developed and came to be over the course of many centuries through its people by whom it was founded and established.
Turn back the clock, huh? I mean, you're basically saying, you know, I know our cultures have evolved past this stage, but let's go back to that stage, because what is a culture without its race? What do you mean, what's a culture without its race? There's plenty of cultures that encompass different races. The fuck are you talking about? You're insane. Well, you are a Nazi.
A culture can only survive as long as its people remain racially pure and whole.
Sky, weren't you a Nazi once?
What? Was I a Nazi once? Let me think.
Hashtag Scotty was a Nazi. He's not anymore. I'm not defaming Scotty.
I was never a Nazi.
You were once a Nazi, right?
Oh.
When we were kids, Scotty came to me. He's like, you know, I've been reading a lot about white nationalism and the socialist nationalist party, and I've decided that Hitler's for me and stuff. And I talked him out of it, though. I'm like, what about Samuel L. Jackson? He's like, damn, I'm defeated.
Because it is through
That's a likely
people
story.
which a culture is expressed and lived. Anything else would be just an echo, a faded shadow of its originality, lacking the true spirit and mind which cannot exist when the body, spirit, and mind is tainted by foreign blood.
So now we're
mixed and
fucking
altered.
mixing like Christianity into this or something?
National Socialism economically teaches the worker that working and making a living is not serving the purpose of accumulating material wealth and just providing for one's own family, but most importantly, to do one's part in moving forward the progress of one's people, one's race, and to take pride in one's work task, knowing that every woman...
No one's ever going to take
Your
pride.
work task.
No one's ever going to take pride in being like, I make sandwiches for people. I mean, is that a valid thing to do? Sure. But no one's ever going to be like, yeah, I'm a sandwich maker. The world grinds to a halt without my sandwich making
I dig
skills.
ditches. You know, your work task, it might, for a lot of people, is
I
just
keep
something they have
society
to
going.
do. They don't do it because they enjoy it. They do it because they have to, or they, you know, some people like their
But they're
jobs,
just looking at it all wrong, Scotty. They're just looking at it
they're not
all
Nazis,
wrong.
so they don't understand it.
and man does his or her share to help create a healthier and better way of life for the whole society through hard work and being united in a harmonious way as a people. Under National Socialism, work
He's
is more
basically
than
saying, oh, if we have this really homogenous society where everyone agrees about everything, it'll be wonderful, and we'll all work together for the same purpose, because we'll all be the same.
What ideology doesn't say that? If
And
everyone thinks like me, everything be great.
Eventually, they'll find disagreements.
But I mean, it's, you know, as Scotty's watching this, I can see him kind of slightly nodding his head. Yeah. Kaiser Scotty.
Believe whoever you want, TJ.
See that nod and go, yeah.
You've been nodding a lot
Just
too,
mere
TJ.
work. It is a combined effort by every individual to establish a productive society in which every person has an important task to carry out. In
So
order
what would
to
you do in this
establish a
society,
healthy
TJ?
In this,
what could you actually do that's
social function
that is important? That is something that you'd be actually useful at.
I don't know. I'd probably just tell them I was racially impure, so I could go to a cooler country. Hope they're not. Just hope they're not stoked in the gas chambers.
You know
yet,
what?
You know?
I think you could be like you could be one of those people that's a shovel shit, TJ. That could be your job.
Nah, I'll run away to a better country. Fuck that shit. I don't want to be surrounded by white people all the damn time anyway.
Void of selfishness and individual greed that would hinder the well-being and progress of the people as a whole. Under National Socialism, the worker is not exploited and ordered around like some meaningless automaton, abused and slaved around, betrayed and eventually forgotten by the system. Under National Socialism, the
all
worker
the faults
is
of bureaucracy
praised,
just vanish
and his
under National Socialism. Bureaucracy just suddenly works.
TJ.
Shut up. I'm eating fucking Whoppers, bitch.
I know what you're doing, bitch.
I want you to
You're
bag
trying to
of dicks,
talk while you're
TJ.
fucking shoveling candy in your face.
Do you still understand what I'm saying? I'm still coherent. Whatever. Fuck you.
Fuck you. You need these Whoppers, man.
I'm eating some Whoppers.
Those are high in triglycerides, I'm sure.
Big Papa TJ need his Whopper fix.
her work acknowledged as being the driving force of the...
Are we gonna move on from this asshole?
Yeah, fuck that.
He's boring as fuck.
I think I have a clip from Derek Savage's gun self-defense for women.
Let's take a look.
Okay.
I hope this is even a fifth as lulzy as Cool Cat. Oh, yeah.
It destroys the fucking world. Derek Savage. Daddy Derek.
Are you guys excited to go to the park?
I love that box quote.
Okay.
Finally, an important movie that has meaning.
Oh, shit.
Wow. She's got kids. That must mean she's got money.
What?
What?
Hold on.
That's
no.
horrible logic.
No.
She has kids and has money. I'm gonna be rich.
She spends her money on the fucking kids. What? Who wrote this dialogue?
Derek Savage, dude. She has kids, therefore she has
when
money.
you have kids, you have lots of money automatically.
No poor people have children. Just have big tits, though.
Give me the money.
And the tits.
Back up!
Do you see a
Hey,
run?
back up.
Always be prepared to protect yourselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't a gun, though.
I don't want to play this. It's that shitty
Cool Cat likes to rock and roll.
Wow. Here's a Patrick Coleman video. Shamans are born this way.
Hello, my name is Patrick John Coleman, and I'm a shaman in Chicago, Illinois, and this video is titled Shamans Are Born This Way. Okay, so you look back on your life when you are awakened as a shaman. Now, I'm an urban shaman. I'm not a historical shaman of 2,000 years ago like Jesus was. I'm a modern urban shaman, and you cannot excise a shaman from the culture he was born into. So in my healing modalities, I use Star Wars, I use Lady Gaga, I use Madonna, Prince, all sorts of things to get to the healing quicker. When I'm in session work with clients, I often reference songs, movies like The Matrix, stuff like that.
Okay, does he really have clients? I want to see the people that are so fucked up, they're coming to this guy for help. Like, help me get my life in order, shaman. Shaman!
The fun thing is he gets to make this shit up as he goes along. It's just like anytime there's any flaw in what he's saying, you can just be like, "Oh, it's because I'm a modern shaman."
You don't understand the connection I have with the ethereal plane.
So shamans are born this way. They are born through pain and suffering, and I'm telling you, shamans are beat to shit by life, and they still rise above it. as I mentioned before, I just got out of a hospital where I sustained very serious injuries due to falling down the stairs and breaking several bones in my back. But look what I'm doing. I should not be able to do this. I mean,
you shouldn't be able to
even my
dance.
physical therapist was like, wow.
You're a
this is awesome."
shaman. Wow. Are you some kind of like shaman, like an urban shaman?
Even happened, you know, even if it did, it's like I doubt they're gonna be like, oh, you're not gonna walk again, Patrick.
You're basically dead from the neck down.
Dead.
And then Patrick hopped right out of bed like, fuck you,
I'm
Doc.
a shaman,
Look at
bitch.
me. I'm a shaman. I'm an urban shaman. I'm not like a 2,000 years ago shaman. I'm a shaman of this age. I use Star Wars and shit to make people see the
He used the fucking
truth.
dude. He used the fucking Force.
I'm like,
the Force is with
well,
him.
maybe, bitch, I've mentioned I'm a shaman. So, shamans just heal themselves so they can heal
shaman.
others.
So
wow, I'm gonna go places now, and whenever I just want my way, I'll be like, bitch, I'm a shaman.
That'll work.
Maybe I mentioned, bitch, I'm a shaman.
That'll go over really well.
Well, I'm a shaman, you know. Shamans go through pain and stuff. Someone
So
beats my
that's
ass.
the
That's part of my
lesson that I
journey to
learned, and I'm
shamanhood.
healing my back through prayer and spiritual development by getting the lesson and moving on. If I concentrate on my broken back, I'm not going to move on. So I'm not concentrating on my broken back. What I'm concentrating on is the future. And shamans are born this way. They're born through experiences. Like, I'm not going to say that I didn't want to die laying in a hospital bed with my back broken. I wanted to fucking die. I wanted to fucking exit that body because I was like,
Is this like a character Dusty does? There's like some similarities, you know, like in their voice.
Gay Dusty. Gay shaman Dusty.
Maybe this is just a character Dusty
This is
does
fucking
to,
Dusty
like,
when he puts
laugh
on a
at us.
wig. Yeah, Dusty puts on a wig.
And a big fake mustache. He's like, I'm a shaman now. Figures he's kind of
Shaman
YouTube
Dusty.
from both angles, atheist and shaman. Ah.
shit, this is fucking tough. And they kept rolling me over for x-rays and MRIs and all this other stuff. And I was like, holy fucking Christ, just give me some fucking drugs to deal with this shit. And eventually they did give me some pain medication while I was in the hospital, but I don't have that pain medication now. And so I've learned to own the pain and deal with the pain and love the pain. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's awesome. So basically,
He
shamans
loves
are born.
it, guys. He loves the pain.
He loves his broken back pain.
Oh my God. The fact that I'm immobile and hurting all the time, I fucking love it. This is not a clear denial tactic. I love it. I really sincerely love it, guys.
He's a shaman.
I'm a shaman.
Born through pain. Shamans are born this way. They are born through the experiences of their lives. And a shaman can handle pretty much anything that's thrown at them without breaking apart. So that's what I did. This would have debilitated a normal man. But in 5 days, I'm able to walk after a very serious, debilitating accident. So there you have it. And that's how shamans are born. They are born through pain and suffering. And I asked the spirits to heal me, and they did.
You guys, you realize you never really, I mean, you kind of said that, but you never really demonstrated it with anything you said. That was just kind of incoherent rambling. But okay, that's how shamans roll. I get it.
Shaman reenactment, like a 747 falls on Patrick, you know, as he's working on it. 3 days later, he's walking around fine. It's like, I mean, he claimed he fell down the stairs, broke his back, and 5 days later, it's like, it hurts, but I'm fine now. It's like, that doesn't really make sense.
Makes sense if you're a shaman.
Okay, yeah,
really
sure.
feel any soreness at all anymore. Maybe just a little. But baby, we were born this way.
A little soreness.
That's all I got for you right now. Merry Christmas, by the way. I love you. Bye-bye.
All right.
Merry Shaman Miss.
Next one, Gail's Dream Makeovers. So Gail's doing makeover tutorials now.
Okay.
Okay, here is my haircut. I made some mistakes. This was my attempt at a graduated bob, which means I tried to put layers in evenly.
She's
but
cutting her own
obviously it
hair.
does not come out. First of all, the line going from here to here is a little too steep. I'm a soft classic in my hairstyle. And I should have the line starting right about here and then going down a little bit more gradually. This is a little too steep of a line. So what I'm going to do is let all this grow out. Also, I made mistakes in cutting, and I didn't.
Are we really
blend
watching a
the
video of
sides
Gail
and the
describing
back.
her latest haircut?
It gets crazier later.
Yeah, I mean...
What the fuck?
Hold on.
I'm just saying Gail is so fucking weird. Like, who would... I don't even know.
Secondary soft classic. I have noticed that for my face and my haircut, I am not a soft natural. So I am a soft classic. So when the way I wear my hair and my makeup, the way I do my face and my head needs to be soft classic, but my body down below is more of a soft natural. So
what the fuck is she even
how you do
talking
your
about?
hair, how you do your makeup, they have.
You know what? I think I picked the wrong video because I had one where she said some crazy shit. But yeah, this is not it. Someone, why? I don't know. My bad.
Styling tips.
My bad.
With
Yeah,
Gail.
yeah. I don't even know. I don't even know.
Yeah, because I can't do nothing with this.
Usually, yeah, I agree. This is fucked up. My bad. I will admit fault for this one.
All right.
All right. So, what else do we have? This is understanding white ignorance.
I'm ignorant, so I need to be informed.
All right.
Hey y'all, this is another video I'm doing in a series with Everyday Feminism, which you probably know is a website dedicated to helping you break down and stand up to everyday oppression. And in this video, I want to talk to the white people in my audience.
What?
And I want to talk about something that we...
Hold on, what was that?
Yeah, talk about what?
Hold on, what do you want to do?
We tend to do a lot. So it's not uncommon in the social justice community to hear "I didn't know" in response to being called out on racist behavior.
Hold on, called what?
The color palette that is being presented here in this video is enraging.
Yes.
I mean, like, the background is like super vivid red. Her hair looks like she colored it with a fucking highlighter pen. Oh, by the way, I have an Illuminati symbol on my head. It's not very clear, though.
And white people, including myself sometimes, have a tendency to claim ignorance
shit.
when we're confronted with the
And her makeup
uncomfortable
is so
truth
over the top.
that we have a great deal of racial privilege, and what we do and say can be harmful even without bad intentions. So this is no doubt frustrating for people of color who are constantly confronted with white people claiming ignorance. So it's almost as if it serves white comfort and white dominance to...
White comfort? What's white comfort?
They just use a million buzzwords.
I've never heard of white comfort before, but it sounds
It's because
relaxing.
you have white privilege.
White comfort.
Ah, thank God I got this white comfort.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So good being white. I'm so comfortable being white.
God, if I was black, this chair would feel horrible. But I'm white, so I
You wouldn't be getting that lumbar support if you were black, DJ.
white
remain
comfort
ignorant,
that only
to
white
avoid
people can
stirring up
experience.
the pot enough to shake us from our place in the hierarchy.
What?
So, well, white people, I think it's time that we stop saying "I didn't know" as if it absolves us. White ignorance is something that we all need to better understand in order to move forward toward a more racial...
So when you get too white comfortable, then you get white ignorant.
First you got the white privilege, then you get the white comfort, then you get the white
I love this about feminists and SJWs because they just talk like they're just totally correct, and it's like, look, guys, we have a serious problem. You guys have been really fucking up, and you're all pieces of shit, and you can't claim ignorance, and it's your job to educate yourself, and it's all on you. It's like, but you're the one coming to us with this. And we just have to agree to your narrative and agree you're right. Oh, I totally agree. Oh, we're such bad people.
racially just society. And there's actually a philosophical theory that can help explain this phenomenon and how to move past it. So it's called white ignorance. And
White ignorance.
Oh, white ignorance.
White ignorance.
That's the next one.
The theory of white ignorance.
I think we're seeing that on display right now.
we need
Lay out
to
the theory
talk
to
about
us.
it to understand racism on a
Talk
deeper level.
about it.
White ignorance is used within philosophy of race to understand the ways white supremacy holds itself in place by allowing and actually encouraging white people to ignore the realities of race. So the social and political...
But what about people that disagree with you about those realities completely?
You know, Her reality is reality. Your reality is just some shit.
White ignorance.
Delusion. You're white. Yeah, white ignorance, Ben. You don't understand.
You're
what's really
delusional.
going on. Let me ask you a question, Ben. Are you a white male?
Yes.
You're wrong.
Philosopher
You're fucking wrong.
named Charles Mills argues that white ignorance is a cognitive phenomenon generated and sustained by our current social structure. So
And
it's a phenomenon.
Philosopher T.J. Kirk says that white ignorance is some bullshit made up by feminazi cunt bags to make people feel bad about themselves.
what that means
It's an
is that
alternative
white ignorance
look.
is distinct from general patterns of ignorance, in that white
Oh, it's
ignorance is a
distinct.
direct or indirect result of the existence of racial categories.
Oh, this is
So,
nonsense.
a racist white person who
Hey, have an open mind, Scotty.
Open mind about what? With the
Have an
extensive
open
research
mind.
presented.
Have an open mind.
Some
about the
feminist
fact.
bullshit and propaganda says this is a problem. It's like, oh my, yeah, I'm so worried about it.
Here, Scotty, have a flapjack.
Yeah, eat a flapjack.
Eat a flapjack.
Fuck no.
Come on, Scotty, try it.
After this video, we should probably do
Open the mail.
Yeah.
Eat a fucking flapjack, Scotty.
Fuck no.
forms
Fuck you,
untrue beliefs
TJ.
about black people displays white ignorance. But so does a non-racist person who has formed mistaken beliefs about black people because of some structural inequality, such as the social suppression of relevant knowledge. So some relevant knowledge would be that after the abolition of slavery in the US, blacks still did not have opportunities equal to whites. So if you have the mistake...
Okay, well...
Who is saying this?
Yeah, I've never heard anyone say that, and even if people are ignorant of it, it really doesn't matter because that is so fucking far in the past that it's no longer relevant. It's not as if anybody can go back and correct that mistake. So, we just kind of have to do the best with the present. We can't go back and change the fucking past. We can sit here and argue, was this right, was this wrong, what happened here, what happened there. Doesn't really fucking matter. Still have to address things in the present. And that information is not being suppressed by anybody or for any reason.
And blaming one loosely defined group of people and saying it's their responsibility doesn't really make a whole lot of fucking sense if everyone has to fucking live in the same country. It's like, it's really all this group that needs to change and do all these things. We're perfectly fine the way we are. It's like, that doesn't make any sense.
They can believe that they did have equal opportunities like the moment after slavery was abolished.
Hey, no one even who was a fucking went through the American education system could possibly think that. They would teach you about like the civil rights movement in the 60s and Martin Luther King Jr. and shit. So no one is who is pushing the narrative that slavery ended and equality just dawned upon the land instantly and everything was great. Like most people realize it's still not even that fucking way.
Then you're going to form other mistaken beliefs from that basis. In other words, even without the explicit bias against non-white people, whites can and do perpetuate inequality through ignorance. So, put simply, even if you don't have any racist beliefs...
What about all the shit you're ignorant of? What about all the ignorance you're displaying in this video? Can we coin the term feminist ignorance and call it a fucking theory and explain how it works? Just make shit up off the top of our heads?
Well, you have to really understand their basically definition of a theory is just anything they say is like a scientific theory. It has no merit. It's laughable because they try to make it seem like there's a lot of science and a lot of like official things surrounding this. Like they try to be very academic. Like, oh, this is like an academic, intellectual position I am espousing. It's the exact opposite. It's devoid of any sort of real argumentation or evidence of any kind.
So you can still act in racist ways through pure ignorance. And that's why it's so important as white people that we understand
well, anyone
how
could
our...
do that then. Why is it exclusive to one group of people? Like, I don't understand why it's exclusive. It's like, oh, it's just this is a white people problem.
The white people got all the power.
Own ignorance plays a part in the ongoing oppression of people of color.
Okay.
So... Charles Mills argues that society has created a racialized moral
I sure hope he argued it better than you are.
psychology by dividing the world into persons and subpersons. So this psychology allows
Oh
white
my
people.
God. Okay, do you just want to...
Yeah, let's open the mail.
All right.
Scotty, you're a sub person.
I wish we had an intro for the mail segment.
I wish that as well, Drunken Peasants audience, that we had an intro for the mail segment.
Yeah, and I'll put up the mailing address here.
This one's just an envelope. The Drunken Peasants, P.O. Box 767, Dublin, Ohio 43017. You can send us your stuff, and we will open it upon the air.
I wonder if I can make you full screen without the crackling happening. Let's see.
Let's see. Am I on?
Yeah.
We crackling?
Not right now.
I don't know. This is a portrait of me. You can see my little tiny penis right there, and I have chicken legs and my man tits, and I'm holding alcohol. TJ, my girlfriend drew this picture of you while we were tripping. Enjoy, Alex.
Awesome.
Thanks, Alex. I appreciate it. I'm suing you for using my likeness without my permission. Damn, Scotty, you open boxes real slow-like. This is from Canada.
Hey, TJ, you open boxes real slow, like.
So, how do you
How do I what?
How do you interpret this?
Saying crackle. Pop, 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 pop. Try leaving the overplay on. I guess we're popping.
Yeah, according to them, I don't know if they're fucking with us or not.
It's too many people for them to just be fucking with
All right, so maybe if we go back to this, and I'll just restart the audio. All right, it should be better now. I guess we just can't do it that way. We'll have to try and figure out...
We got some Smarties.
A solution.
Fucking Nestle Smarties. And, hey, look, it's like Mario. Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Mario. M&M's. I like M&M's. It's a bunch of candy, basically. They're trying to fucking kill us, dude. Or me, specifically. Fucking Smarties and M&M's. And looks like there's tissue paper in the rest of that. Here's their letter. Wait. No, that's my phone.
Don't eat any of it, TJ. You know where it's from.
It's poisoned. All right. Dear DP individuals, your show sucks ass. America too, by the way. Just to prove it, I sent you some Canadian Smarties. See for yourself how Canada is better. I also included some Canadian M&Ms so you could scientifically evaluate the situation. Ugh. Each of the peasants have about +1 for Paul because his life must be pretty shitty having to eat burritos all the time. You'll see him in LA, right? The Cridulant Vishyan Mario goes to Ben because he's not a lazy ass and actually gets things done for the show. I hope you guys, you provide so much entertainment. You're great. P.S. I've been a fan of TAA since the Top 10 Cereals video. Cheers, Bert.
Top 10 cereals.
Top 10 motherfucking cereals. And he says these Canadian Smarties are supposed to be good.
Ugh,
I'm going to try one before we move on.
Don't eat them, TJ.
Trying it.
You're probably going to drop dead on the fucking spot.
Smarties. God damn, they're hard to open, I'll tell you that much.
Wow, there's so much conflicting information in the chat.
Fuck the chat.
Who knows what's going on?
We'll have to run a test and see. Stop sending TJ candy.
Yeah, it's bad. Okay. This is the DP from the Eggheads.
Oh, God. Dude, see, they look like DVDs.
Yeah. Happy holidays, fuckers, from the Eggheads.
From the Eggheads, so it's their whole family.
Their whole family is Egghead.
You're all garbage.
They probably heard that we hate their movie.
We watched the movie that was made by this dude's family who's a fan of our podcast. It's called Canyon Trail.
Ugh.
It's the worst piece of shit you could ever be fucking subjected to in your life. It is horrible. I seriously am pissed at them for wasting their money and time on such an abysmal piece of shit. It's the worst movie I've ever seen. Well, maybe not as bad as Manos. What is this? This is... oh, it's You Only Live Twice.
What's that?
That's a James Bond movie.
That's cool. Thank you. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Thank you for sending us a good movie to counteract the shitty movie you sent us before. leave.
I was hoping it was the sequel.
Hey, it's in a Courage the Cowardly Dog DVD. I knew there wasn't a sequel yet. Yeah, Courage the Cowardly Dog.
We need a sequel to Canyon Trail. We have to figure out what happens to...
fuck you, Ben.
What's it? What was his name?
Shadow...
Stormy,
man. That guy, greatest action hero of all time.
Easily. That was the one bright spot.
He's like John Wayne meets Clint Eastwood, meets Rambo, meets, Steven Seagal.
All of them together.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Merry Christmas, Drunken Peasants. Enclosed, you will find 3 tacky Christmas toques.
Yeah,
the pug toque is for TJ because it reminded me of Grendel. Love you guys. Kelsey. P.S. Ban Scotty.
Yeah, Canadians want to ban you, Scotty.
Good.
I don't think they're going to...
They want to fucking ban the truth.
Head.
All right, I don't know. I guess, which one of you guys want which of these?
I'll take this one.
Scotty, this is yours by default. Yeah.
We've all become Canadian now.
Now I am Canadian. Like my father before me. That's right, Scotty. Dad was Canadian.
No, man! I wish I had that queued up.
No! In your anger, you killed her. Okay.
Yeah.
There's 2 drunken peasants. All right, we got a fucking shaved ice stand with Santa ordering some fucking bullshit. Dear Drunken Peasants, aloha from your fan from Hawaii, Mr. Goat. He puts his YouTube channel name, but
is that the goat person that's always in the...
Maybe.
I don't know.
I decided to send over some local treats for you as a nice holiday gift. For TJ, I got you some locally made cookies. For Scotty, I heard that you need some nuts. So I sent you our famous macadamia nuts for you. And for Ben, I searched high and low for something with the Pokemon Howlucha. Its luchador design reminds me of you. Keep up the great content and have a happy new year. Melikalem, whatever the Hawaiian shit is.
Mekalekahai, Mekahini ho.
Mr. Goat. P.S. There's a bonus present in the envelope. I don't know what the bonus present is. Anyway.
Where's the envelope?
This. Oh, okay. I guess it's in here. It says nudes.
Ah.
And it's a garbage can.
Ah. I was afraid.
Oh, it's not. I was not gonna show it. Who's?
This has my name on it.
That's yours then. Mine.
Yeah.
And this is yours, Scotty. Shit. All right, so we already know what this is gonna be.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I got the Pokemon.
Some fucking local cookies. This fucking some bag cookies.
I wish that they were special cookies.
Yeah, I was hoping they might be pot cookies when they said local cookies. I'm like, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah. All right, I got this too. This is a copy, an autographed copy of God Is Not Great. That's cool. Got a Hitchens signature inside. You can't really see it, but it's in there. Dearest douchebags, hello from San Francisco, land of homos, trannies, hair dye, and facial piercings. About 10 years ago, I worked at a small indie bookstore. Mr. Hitchens came in for an event and signing afterwards. I had him sign a copy, and I gave him a book by Bart Ehrman. Unknown to me, he moved near the store. He came in all the time and bullshitted with me, and we smoked cigarettes together. He always smelled like booze. He was a good guy, and I was devastated when he passed away. This book doesn't mean much to me. I have memories. I hope it makes your day. I love you guys, even the guy who plays Scotty on the show. Come and find me.
What? Come find him?
Yep, it says come and find me.
So is it a signed copy?
Yeah, it is a signed copy.
That's awesome.
It is an autographed copy of the God is Not Great. Yeah. His signature is like complete chicken scratch, but I don't know.
So this is like shared like community.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah. This is just it just says to the Drunken Peasants.
Yeah.
So we could consider this, everybody's. I guess. Yep. Maybe we could do some with it. I don't know.
Maybe.
Ooh. Fragile. There's little bananas in there. There's a shit ton of little bananas in there, and they all have smiley faces on them. Look at this shit. There's like 8 of these. Ah, damn! What would make me want these? Basically, a box full of bananas, and there's some Oreos.
More Oreos for TJ.
Oh, those are birthday cake flavored, and there is a child's size John Cena.
I think we know that's
for Ben. I'm sure.
That's awesome.
This must be for you too because it's a mask. I know they think that.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
That is a pretty cool one. All right, let's see. Dear Drunken Peasants, happy holidays. May the force be with you. I bring you amazing gifts in honor of your success of your show, and I appreciate you supporting the Needle Drop as well. To Ben, a festive wrestling mask for future holidays of DP or for any Santa-themed sex parties he may attend. TJ, a Marilyn Manson beanie featuring the latest incarnation of his logo and 12 top banana trophies to remind you you're my top banana.
You are.
Please do a banana sequel video where you try to see how many you can fit in your ass. To Scotty, a John Cena backpack since I know he's starting the 5th grade next year. Hopefully he won't get held back this time. I know he can do it if you guys help him with his math homework.
I'm going to make it.
He's always had problems with his times tables. It's nice of you guys to let him on the show since he gives us something to do other than drool on himself. Please give me some of the birthday cake, or please give him some of the birthday cake Oreos in case. Well, I know it's not his birthday, but he won't know the difference. Love, Anthony Fantano.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So this is actually from Anthony.
Yeah, thanks, Anthony.
I guess the backpack is supposed to be for Scotty. Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta take the pug bean. I'm getting a shit ton of hats today. Take that one off, putting the Manson one on.
Hopefully, Anthony's not being mistaken for pedophiles or shooters anymore. Whatever it is, like they accuse him.
I'm wearing the John Cena backpack also.
Yeah, but it's Scotty's, Ben.
Ben can have it. It's more appropriate for Ben to have.
All right, let's see. This shit's all ours in this box. Are there any more boxes?
Nope, that's it.
Well, I think that the show is pretty much long enough now to end it up.
She was like, oh, well, it's
ain't getting no more free shit. Show's over.
I ain't getting no more free shit. Fuck this.
Hey, TJ wants to run outside and smoke a cigarette. That's what he's going to do.
I don't even have a cigarette on me.
Liar.
You lie.
I guess we'll leave this here. I'm taking the birthday cake Oreos, Ben.
Okay.
They're mine.
You're such a piece of shit.
Why?
Are you taking all the snacks?
Well, let's see. These cookies were for me.
Oh my god.
The Mauna Loa nuts were for Scotty.
So if you're getting then the Oreos have to stay.
All right, fine.
Yeah, there you go.
Oreos can stay. I left you some Smarties. Well, I guess I already opened this one, so. Yeah, I don't really want it. I'll just leave it here.
You have the Whoppers too, TJ.
Yeah.
Nah, this will reseal. It's fine.
This will reseal.
This could be here for me to disrupt the show with further.
I need a snack every time I'm doing the show. I get real tired doing the show.
Who wants these DVDs?
I don't care right now. I mean,
I don't really do the DVD.
We'll figure it out.
We'll leave the Hitchens book here.
We'll figure all this stuff out later, TJ.
All right. Show's over. Everyone go home.
Please go away and die.
The end.
Happy New Year, bitches.